Last time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Our heroes
That's us.
defeated the 3 Team Stay admins at their base. That's us.
Despite the dice being really against us.
Yeah. And they learned that the leader and Wintor had already set out. They headed back to Flo-Lo Town to recover, with the Team Stay members having been taken away by Looker.
Dun 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 dun.
And then there was an announcement on the TV. What was going to be the announcement of the Kamatola contest required type was interrupted by Team Stay and its leader, Catesby, who said that Flo-Lo Town was being held hostage. And if by this point tomorrow, November 5th, the Resaran government had not shut down the League and ceded control of the region to Team Stay, Flo-Lo Town would be destroyed. And that is where we ended off. So yeah, Pokemon game. Anyway. So you guys have just seen that announcement, and like a minute after the announcement, you're getting like a lot of...
explode.
Yeah!
Okay, who's getting what?
Basically, all of your contacts are like, or at least all the ones in Resara. So basically, Kieran, Brooke, and Kieran and Brooke. Some of the experts that you've met, Professor Hickory. There's a lot of people who are messaging you like, "Did you see the TV? Are you okay?" Stuff like that. After a few minutes, you all get a text from Lance.
Oh, he group texted us.
I was just about to say, if this is what we're getting, imagine what Robert Catesby is getting right now when his brother is just on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just turned off his phone.
The stock prices are going way down.
Time for that executive retreat I had been planning.
You will get a text from Lance that reads, "If you are able to, head to the Pokemon Center in Arano Village as quickly as you can."
It's a bit late in the day since we were at the Team State base for a few hours and we had to get our Pokemon healed up, but could we still catch a taxi?
Roll a D100 for this, actually, because the taxis are busy right now.
Get your flying Pokemon.
I rolled high.
Everyone else can roll as well. Everyone else.
He rolled a 79. But okay.
No, get in here. Join in.
And
Great contributions, guys.
this is why I didn't want to roll.
But you all had to roll. It couldn't be just one of you.
We barely got over 100 with those combined.
You call up a taxi, and at first the line is busy. You try again every couple minutes, and it takes half an hour for you to actually get through.
Aiden at this point is like, okay, what are the odds we can just grab a bench and hijack it with our flying Pokemon?
If you look out the window, you do see there are the taxis are going everywhere, and there's plenty of people flying around without a taxi, which is technically illegal, but
Oh right, it is illegal here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you want to just put the quick claw on Bahamut, we'll see how far we can get.
It is technically illegal to, without permission, fly around on your own Pokemon. It needs to be a taxi or a designated ride.
So
Leopold, you broke the law.
Leopold has committed stalking and illegal flying.
It's at 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're able to get through and actually contact the taxi, and they say, "You're in Flo-Lo Town."
Yeah, I know this is gonna sound a bit crazy given the news, but are you taking flights into Arano right now?
If you want to do that, sure, but we are not going to have anyone available for several hours.
Alright. Well, if you can put us on a call list, we'll be waiting.
Aiden, meanwhile, is holding a Pokeball like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. And they hang up.
Alright. It's probably gonna be a wasted effort, but Travis is gonna attempt to contact Robert Catesby to see if he's taking calls right now.
I imagine he's not, but I guess we'll see.
You get no response.
Yeah, it was straight
I
to
want to know
voicemail.
though. What do you message him, or do you just try to call him?
I was just gonna call him, but if that fails, Travis is just gonna give a message. Okay, you probably have TVs where you are, or someone has already told you, but your brother's the leader of a terrorist organization now.
Yeah, you are not getting a response.
I
Not
imagine
right
the
now.
response you would get would be, I noticed.
Well, I guess we're stuck here because it would take us more than. By the time we got to Arano on foot, Flo-Lo would already be. I don't want to think about it.
Then let's not go on foot.
Let's just give it a little time. Lance didn't say exactly what he needs us for right now.
All right.
Text him back. Tell him we're going. Tell him the taxis are clawed. We're debating heading over on our own.
All right.
Who's gonna text him that?
I will.
Okay.
Aiden's twitchy.
Man. Aiden, do you know anyone else in Flo-Lo besides your family that you want to contact to get out of there?
I imagine if they've already set up what they have, it's probably blockaded. I mean, I can try calling some of the neighbors. I think I had them on emergency numbers here.
You think,
Didn't know.
since a lot of people there would have water Pokemon, you think people can swim out?
Surely they thought of that, but it's possible. I mean, the water gym leader's there.
And they would definitely have boats for people to go around the lake.
Yeah, but boats are very noticeable. Aiden will probably like text the next door neighbor or something, just see if anything gets through, but he's half expecting it to be blocked or unanswered.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, Kay would have texted, in the response to Lance, freaking, we're on our way, but the taxis are busy considering everything. We're debating flying there ourselves.
All right. Aiden, you text you text like your neighbor in Flo-Lo Town, and the message does not go through.
Yep.
They
That's
cut
what I
off
was worried about.
They cut off the phone lines over there. Damn.
Makes sense. They wouldn't want anybody getting help.
Cade, you contact Lance, and after a few minutes, he responds back, "Go ahead. This is an exceptional circumstance."
Goliath is out, and Aiden is giving him the quick claw.
Goliath? Can Goliath fly?
Yeah, Goliath has a 35-foot fly speed.
Well, it's the slowest of the flying things we have. It'll work.
Yeah, but now he has a 70-foot fly speed.
All right. Travis will. Actually, I don't have Bahamut, but he'll get Paul out, who can fly him just fine.
And then we
Alright.
take it Apollo.
All right. So let's see. Apollo's fly speed is 50 feet.
Well, Paul's fly speed is very slow at only a 20. Maybe I should swap him.
Goliath's 35 becomes 70, and Paul's is 20 feet. Up to you.
The only other flying thing I have is Bahamut, which has a fly of 55. Actually, yeah, Paul and Bahamut are roughly the same stat-wise. I'm gonna put. We might have to deal with water Pokemon. I think what I'm gonna do is, what are your stats like? I'm gonna put Chestnut back in storage and get Bahamut out.
All right. You are being asked to go to a Pokemon Center, so you can always switch when you get there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So just for now, gonna get Bahamut out since he's easily my fastest flyer.
All right.
What's his speed like?
25 on ground, 55 in the air.
All right, good. So our slowest is 50 feet, which is pretty good.
Yep. All right.
Aiden is like mounted up on Goliath and is holding his axes like handlebars.
All right. I would say Goliath normally probably can't fly for long periods of time, but I'd say with the Quick Claw, you can easily like fly, land for a second, then take off again. And since you have
we're Hulk jumping.
and since you have the fastest fly speed of them all, that's easy enough to do while still keeping up. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Technically speaking, if he wants to, he could run and be even faster.
Yeah, but would that
Fun
really
fact,
be
his
faster?
speed is 150 on ground.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. What I missed?
Which means with the claw, it's 300.
Well, no, that's with the claws, 150. But he is
Okay.
ridiculous on ground. He's just like.
We just got our flying Pokemon ready.
We're mounted up. Let's go. They're not going to bother to stop us in all this chaos.
All right.
Boy, I sound like we're about to go rob somebody.
You do see that Flo-Lo Town is in quite a bit of disruption as you leave. And you take off, starting to head for Arano Village. Flying is if flying just on your own Pokemon is very different than being on a taxi. I am going to need all of you to give me strength or dexterity checks, your choice.
I'm imagining like all of us have like the different flying methods. Like Jiro has classic wing beats, Bahamut is just like gliding the whole way, and me and Goliath are like Hulk jumping.
Yeah.
10.
Eight.
Okay. Travis and Aiden, I'm allowing you to re-roll, but you have to do strength this time.
Oh, that's not
Can
good.
I persuade you that it be sleight of hand?
That's not strength.
No.
Okay.
Oh wow, I
18.
rolled way
Oh.
better.
Oh!
I thought that was my roll.
All right.
Why don't you just use all that rope you got to tie yourself to Goliath?
Okay.
Yeah.
Seatbelts.
So, you guys take off. Cade is able to stay on, decently well. Travis, you have a bit of a trouble, like, getting a hold, but eventually you're able to just cling on, and because it knows that what the situation is, Bahamut is not going to be like, hey, stop that.
I imagine because Goliath is a bug and not like a natural flying creature like a dragon or a bird, and the fact that he's moving unnaturally fast with a quick claw makes it harder to keep onto him.
Yeah, after the first jump, Aiden is barely holding on, and so, like, Goliath goes in for an early landing, and at that point, you're able to, like, tie yourself on with the rope, and then you keep going. So go ahead and give me another strength or dexterity check, this time with advantage.
Alright. Silly me, I forgot the seatbelts.
Seatbelts, everyone!
Oh,
Wow.
come on.
Please let this be a normal field trip. You tie the ropes on, but you're in kind of a rush, and you don't tie them tight enough, and so you're still barely holding on, and the others have to, like, stop and wait as you tighten the ropes. You end up losing a bit.
You see Aiden getting more and more frustrated as time goes on.
You end up losing a bit of time. Another dexterity check with advantage.
Oh my god.
This is the last one you need to bang.
I got double digits.
It's good enough this time. You're able to hold on.
Wow, these dice.
Yeah, this basically means, like, this basically is how much time you wasted. but it's you managed to get through it. So
You see Aiden grumbling, if we do this again, I'm procuring a saddle.
the entire time Goliath is just kind of like waiting for you to get set up. It's like, look, I'm not used to flying with you on me. I don't know what you want from me.
At this point, I probably should have just made him run.
I mean, you're getting through like the like twists and turns of the route, so. All right. After a while, you make it to Arano Village. At this point, it was evening when you guys left. It is now about 2 a.m.
Tired.
Eat a berry. Aiden is going on adrenaline. He will crash at some point.
Yeah, everyone needs to give me a con save against exhaustion.
Alright.
Kate is good.
Good.
Travis is good. Okay, you're all good.
Okay, we're all good. Nobody's tired yet.
Yeah, you all can handle traveling for a while, especially with the adrenaline going on. So you make it to Arano Village, and you find your way to the Pokemon Center.
Ah, man.
Just like, for those inside, just like, just as we all land.
All right, and you head inside.
It's a lot of color coding.
Whoa.
You find there's a lot of people here.
And
Yeah,
and
we
and,
got, like,
and,
we got
a lot
the whole
of
squad.
yeah, a lot of familiar
I don't remember
faces
most of
too.
these Yeah, I'm trying to remember who most of these people are.
Well, we got Looker. We have Hickory.
Professor Hickory, Hickory's niece, Lance. Who dis?
That's the Winter's replacement.
Ah.
Yeah, that is Yuki.
I'm pretty sure that's Catesby.
Yep.
Hi, Brooke.
I see Shaka sitting by somebody on the top floor.
I like the door guard Arcanine.
The blue dots here are police officers.
That makes sense.
That's Roach. That's Gabriel. That's Brooke.
Freaking Kieran and his sister are back here.
Yep.
This is totally not Paul's dad.
I don't recognize black hair girl.
That is a guy, but yeah, you do. Some of these characters are new, but so the guy down here in the lower right seat is Douglas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Douglas. I know him.
And
Have we met Purple Fro?
yeah, that's I have their name in here somewhere.
That's Griswold.
Griswold, the grass expert.
Yep.
They were with us when we met Hajaru.
I was expecting another folk to be here somehow, but I kind of doubted it.
And you haven't seen her very much, but over here is Nicole, the steel
Hi,
expert.
Nicole.
I remember Nicole, yeah, I remember her.
Oh yeah, she's the one who has the Registeel. I wonder if she brought it.
So the people you do not recognize the person sitting over here, which is hang on, let me actually find the right image. Where is it? Ah, here it is.
I noticed someone who's missing from here, though.
What?
Who?
Nurse Joy.
Just assume that, like, there's no Nurse Joy behind the counter, but just assume you do see Nurse Joy's kind of, like, moving around the center. It seems like a few of them have been called in.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Our friends,
Joy
Catesby,
cubed.
Hickory, half the region's type experts. A lot of people here.
Good.
When we need all hands on deck for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm guessing as soon as we go through the Arcanine expects us, and then more than likely Lance gives Lance who gives they're clear.
Yeah, when Lance sees you walk in, he heads over. Good, you were able to make it.
Oh, a lot of people here on such short notice.
We called up as many of the type experts we could get a hold of, and any particular teams that we thought would be taking part in the league that we thought would be able to help us, and this is who has showed up.
What have we missed?
So far, we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do about Flo-Lo Town. We've narrowed it down to a few things that we need to figure out. We haven't been able to get in touch with Rio, so we need to know how he's doing. He's the gym leader in there.
Aiden tried to contact someone he knew in town, and the phone line didn't go through.
Yeah, it seems they've cut off all contact. The other thing we need to do is figure out where the explosives are that they're planning to use to blow up Flo-Lo Town. If we can find them, we might be able to disable them. But again, they are guarding the town very heavily. So we're still discussing plans.
Well, if they're going to use it to destroy the town, then they either have to be scattered around or placed at a strategic point that the resulting aftermath from the explosion would wipe out the town itself. It's located in a lake, so I don't think they're just going to blow up a dam or something to sweep it all in.
Last time they
Not
did
sure
this,
about
it was just
this.
last time they did this, it was just simple powder kegs, but they might be using something more advanced this time.
I definitely feel like they've stepped up their game.
They no one go. What they? Because Kate was remembering how there used to be a base that was underwater. So and thinking of them blowing up the town, Kate gets an idea. If they had enough resources to have a possibly underwater base, from what we were able to guess, considering
The underwater base was the labs, not Team Stat.
oh, right, the labs. Never mind. Cancel that. Cancel that. But they did breach the labs, didn't they? That base too.
They did once.
They breached one of the labs.
Wasn't the water one, right?
No, it was the mine
No,
lab.
it was the first one we found.
Right. All right.
What's Kate Speed doing here? Is he gonna try to convince his brother to stop?
Well, mostly he's here for us to get as much information we can about his brother. But, well, other than that,
greatest fears.
But other than that, to be honest, mostly he's here for his own production.
Then at that, Kate found again. The company got so bad as soon as news got out because they think he's to blame, don't they?
Well, when somebody named Catesby is trying to destroy a town, the company also named Catesby is usually going to be lumped in with that. We're hoping that we can put this to rest as quickly as possible, but at least for now, whether it's from any angry civilians or from teams themselves, we need to keep a close eye on him to keep him safe.
Makes sense.
We're still waiting on a couple people to show up, so if you want to go around, get acquainted with anybody you haven't met yet, go ahead. See if you can discuss any possible ideas for how we can handle this.
Understood. And I think you can kind of guess where freaking Kate's gonna be heading. First he was going to be heading towards Kieran, but I guess on the way he would stop by and check on with people here too.
All right. I guess everybody, where do you think you would go first? You can split up, so.
I imagine Aiden's going towards Brooke in her group.
All right. You see Brooke is talking with just some trainers that you haven't met before. Travis?
Not that it's the most favorable option, but since this is the biggest congregation of experts in one place, I'll go to this table.
All right.
I'm probably going to head towards Grimsby.
What?
Grimfro.
What?
He forgot his name.
Their name. Griswold.
Their name, sorry.
Yeah, Griswold after I'm done with
Okay, Grimsley?
Look, I'm bad at names. This shit
Grimfro.
That's one of the Unovan Elite Four.
I had a cool one too. I like them.
All right, just because it's pretty simple, Aiden, you go up to here. Brooke is just talking with some other trainers that you have not met before. You get the feeling it's just like a group that maybe they've battled before. And she sees you. It's like, Aiden, okay, you're here too.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Well, we were already nearby. Definitely seems like a desperate situation.
Yeah. I would have understood if you didn't want anything more to do with it after what happened.
On the contrary, that's why we want to take care of this, keep it from happening again.
Alright. Well, we know for sure you and your team are strong, so it'll be good to have you.
Everyone else that's here has at least 6 badges, from what I can hear. So that's something.
Good. Aiden's going to lean into her a little bit. Just in case. Just because I'm twitchy and paranoid at this point. Keep an eye out in case anyone seems like they're acting too suspicious, since we've already had one type expert betray the League.
I will, but I think Lance and Looker are already keeping a good eye on that.
Yeah, I know. Just helps me stay more calm to actually voice it.
I get what you mean. Just be careful.
I don't know if that's an option anymore.
Fair enough.
And I think that'll probably be the end of that conversation. He was starting with someone he knew to just, like, get some words and tension out of himself.
Alright. Cade. You walk up to this little group here. It seems like, the officer behind Looker and, Bobby Jr. are kind of just hanging out. They're not really involved in the conversation. So there's, Looker, Lance, who just rejoined, Professor Hickory, Kaida, and yeah, a new face that you actually, Cade. Roll intelligence.
Roll smirk.
Roll
feel like
intelligence.
we've seen
Roll intelligence for memory.
I feel like we've seen him before. I just don't recall.
Roll smirk.
All right. This is what he looks like.
He looks like one of the most casual people we've ever seen before, but I don't think we've met him.
Peanut butter gamer with black hair.
I will say this. You have seen him before.
Yeah, I feel like.
The picture doesn't look familiar, but he might have been in a Team Stay uniform or something.
Was he the guy talking to Hawk at that one contest?
Oh, the handler for the Elite Four?
He
That's
was
just
not.
an idea.
He was not.
Wait.
What?
Jimmy Neutron.
Do we recognize him in a different outfit?
Yeah, that's why I was asking if he was in a Team Stay outfit last time or something.
His face is what you recognize most.
That's what I thought. Put the glasses back on him and see if it rings a bell, boys.
Well, Travis, Ada, do either of you want to roll intelligence?
Yes.
Might as well.
All right.
Okay. Flat intelligence. Yeah.
Never mind. You got this.
All right. Tim, I'm going to. You know what? No, I'm just going to throw it on screen. This is where you recognize him from.
Oh my god!
What? What?
He's a movie
I forgot
star?
all about this stuff.
I don't even remember that. He doesn't even remember that, but he's a movie star?
I have had this planned for so long.
Oh my god, it's Rianu Kiev.
Well, it says up there his name is Akuji Reaper.
Must be the ghost type expert.
God. If you had the graveyard as his eighth, I swear to God.
Actually, yes. He probably is the Radiant's ghost type expert who we haven't met before.
You have not met the ghost type expert. That's true. You also have not met
something Reaper, John Litwick. It all makes sense.
I'm the fairy type expert now.
He's avenging his Houndstone.
I like to think that he doesn't avenge the Houndstone. He just rescues it because it got kidnapped. But he's still just as violent about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can't kill it. It's a ghost. But anyway, so yeah, Kate, you approach this. right now it seems like Looker and Professor Hickory, or sorry, not Looker.
Oh.
Professor. Oh, sorry.
Oh, quick question, because I wonder, did he bring the Mushana with him?
Yes, I forgot to put that on the screen, but he does have the Masharna next to him.
I imagine it in a tiny lab coat
Yes.
that just like hangs down below it.
Yeah, like a cape or cloak.
It does have an ID card.
Yes.
Hello, I am an official assistant. Please do not pat.
Please do not pass.
Do not feed the scientists.
After midnight, and it is after midnight.
All right, there we go. There he is. But yeah, it seems like Professor Hickory and Lance are currently in a heated discussion.
Lance is like, and then we
Yeah,
hyper beam a grunt. Hickory's like, I don't know if we could do that.
Like I'm getting like Kate would have noticed Kieran at first and would have gone straight for him, but then hearing the commotion going on here, Kate would have investigated.
Yeah, you hear as you're going, you hear Professor Hickory, who you have never heard Race's voice before, just suddenly go, "They're still children, Lance."
I like Lance's plan.
again, and that freaking Kate like just sighs of going. I already know where this is going. As he goes over to see what the conversation's about.
All right. Once you get close, you hear they notice you approach, and they stop and they turn to you. And Looker speaks up. Cade, we were just discussing how best to utilize our resources. Is, I believe, how Lance put it.
At that thing, considering the situation, Kate is not going to be the one on the bus going. Again, and pretty much just goes like to the professor. You don't want us trainers getting involved because I prefer to let either the experts and the other adults here to handle things so that we don't get it, so we don't put it in harm's way. Did I hit the nail on the head there?
No, actually, I'm quite glad that you're here to help out. Lance is suggesting that since you and your friends are the most knowledgeable about Team Stay, having encountered them the most, that we should split the three of you up and have you head into the city yourselves with some helpers. But I've seen the three of you fight, and you're much better together, so I don't think splitting you up is the best option. And Lance speaks up. I've also seen Cade fight, and he does just fine on his own. I think the three of them would make for good squad leaders. But they do. But they've spent this whole time as a squad themselves.
Squad gold.
Yeah.
And that Cade does put like thinking about it. You both make good points because we are a good team, and after spending so much time together, we know how to bounce off each other well. So, staying in the same group would be beneficial. However, the three of us also have want to encounter Team Stay the most, so we would know what to deal with to be able to help lead others in. But it also goes into saying that having the one, if we have all three of us together, we're gonna have a huge target on our back because Team State's gonna want to get rid of, gonna want to deal with us first, considering everything. And two, even if we do end up as squad leaders, we would still need time to be able to whoever we end up with, we would need time to be able to get adjusted to each other's styles, to be able to work best together, to be able to handle something like this. Each has its pros and cons.
Looker speaks up. Why don't you and your teammates discuss it and see what you think would be the best option?
and that he thinks about Kate thinks about it and just not going. Megan, we we always came to a decision together, so I didn't hurry for the best. I'm gonna go check with everyone else here, and then in a moment I'll go ahead and go over to Travis and Aiden and we'll discuss this.
Thank you. And the argument seems to die down after that, since now it is in your hands.
Again, and that Kate just starts thinking about it a bit more as he starts heading back to where he was going to, and he was going to go head to over to Kieran, but he does also just notice it was Yuki, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Luki over here, just by herself in the corner, and Kate would be like, Yuki, you made it here too.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
And then Kate does look a bit sympathetic, going, I guess considering you're the newest part of the X person, and then having done all this on top of you is kind of a lot at once, huh?
Yeah, I'm mostly just kind of waiting to be told what to do.
Look, and that Kate would just go like, I know this is a lot. Believe me, despite my my experience dealing with them, I'm scared too. But considering everyone came here to be able to try and help, I think we have a chance to be able to make sure that everyone makes it out okay. I know how I know it can be scary being the new one an outsider looking in. Remembers how pretty much how he was before he had when pretty much being like a newbie about Aiden and Travis when they first started. Kate goes, but I think we're around Alice people that can help. In fact, just to like help to like start building stuff up, and maybe even maybe let's like considering her attitude, she might help you Yuki be more confident. I could he points over to I what's her name? Kaida, yeah. Points over to Kaida. In fact, to help you get to know some people, I could introduce you if you want. Points over to Kaida.
We've already met. I'm just still not really sure what I should be doing here. I was just in the area and then I got called in.
And that kid just, I think Kate just nods a bit and goes, all right, just take my word for it. Try to get to know those people here. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much easier these things go when you know you have friends by your side. I know that from experience.
All right, thank you.
And that Kate just smiles with a brief thumbs up, and he heads on over to Kieran and his sister.
All right. We're gonna head over to Travis before we continue following you two. Travis, you approach the table where Douglas, Roach, Gabriel, and somebody you have not met yet are discussing things. Roll a d20 just to see if you happen to know who this person is, just through other stuff.
Cultural osmosis.
Yeah.
15?
You do actually recognize him. He is the lead guitarist in a band known as the Blast Burners. His name is Heath.
Oh, probably the fire type Elite Four expert. Assuming he's in the Elite Four, we don't know yet. Hey guys, sorry we're late. Glad to see everybody could come help.
Douglas kind of gives you a nod. Glad that you were able to make it. It's good to see you again.
Hi. We haven't met before. I'm Travis.
Heath kind of like gives you a thumbs up. Yeah, what's up?
Well, nothing good, but that's why we're here.
Yep, gonna need to take care of this problem fast. Only got a day
We th-
before, worst
We thought-
fireworks display in all the region happens.
We thought things were going well. We were just at Team Stay's base, a little southwest of here. We got jumped by 3 of their admins all at once, but we managed to take them out. But then we get back, and then just as we're watching the TV, everything goes wrong.
Roach speaks up. Well, it's good that that's 3 of them we won't have to deal with. As far as we can tell, it's just gonna be a bunch of grunts, and then probably Winter and the leader.
No kidding. A bunch of them had these special collars. They've been using them for a while. They take parts of the sunstone that's out in the forest, and they've been using chunks of it to make these collars that make their Pokemon stronger.
That's gonna be hard to counter.
Yeah. Really nothing we can do about it other than break them through combat.
We're still trying to figure out exactly what we could do now. Like they said, if we just go marching up to the gate, they're gonna go and, activate the explosives early. So if we
Yeah.
do anything, we need to be quiet about it.
This won't be as easy as the time in Douglas's village where it was just a bunch of grunts and just a couple barrels, and then he bailed us out when things got a bit rough. They got the jump on us this time.
Douglas gives a nod. We think they've probably been setting this up for a while.
The only ways I can think of are maybe we go in through the water, have whatever water-based Pokemon or some boats we have and try to sneak in, but we'd have to go in small pairings to keep noise down.
Gabriel speaks up. They've definitely got their eye on the water. It wouldn't work. They've thought of everything. They even have people in the sky.
Man. I feel the worst for Aiden right now. He's been stressing out the whole way here. He's from Flo-Lo. Luckily, his family's not home right now, but he's been real worried ever since we saw the news.
Well, right now we're just waiting for the last couple to show up, and I guess at that point we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We gotta get, as far as I can tell, what we need is to get some people inside somehow. And that's gonna be the hardest part. Can't walk, can't swim, can't fly. Not sure what we could do. Alright. If that's it, we will move over to Aiden. Aiden, you approach Griswold, who is kind of just chatting with one of the officers.
Aiden will nod as he sees them. Glad to see you're here.
Good to see you too. All the help we can get, right?
Yeah. Everything calm on the big Pokemon front as far as you know?
Seems to be. Haven't had any problems in the woods yet, so.
Good. Oh, some good news. I was talking to Catesby the other day about my Chikorita, and they think they might have a way to help her.
Yeah, that's good. Another incentive to get this done, so you can take care of that then, huh?
Yeah, just some good news among all this.
Gotta hold on to the good news when you get it.
What do you make of all this?
Well, I haven't been to Flo-Lo Town much myself, so I don't really know what we're gonna do in order to get in there. If I had to make a guess, those explosives they have, they probably got them... I've had to guess, I'd say they probably have them underground.
So you think if they're probably debating collapsing the town so it floods?
Collapsing it, or just blowing it up from underneath. Seems like they've been at this for a while, so they've probably got all they need down there. I highly doubt Flo-Lo will be the only town affected, if this does go off.
Yeah, it makes sense. I've been trying to think of how to go at it, but it feels to me like every way we could think of how to get in there, surely they would have thought of too if they've had enough time as we think they have.
Well, that's the idea of planning ahead. We just gotta think smarter than them. There's gotta be something we could do.
Yeah. Alright, that was pretty much it.
Alright. Cade, you head over to Kieran and Valkyrie. And, they look to you as you approach, and Kieran says, Cade! Okay, good, you're safe.
And I think you guys are safe too.
Yeah, we headed over as soon as we got word about what was going on. I'm starting to get really tired of these Team Stay assholes.
Again, and then Kate just sighs, thinking both of his aspiration and just general annoyance. You don't know the half of it.
Valkyrie speaks up. Well, we know, like, a full frontal approach isn't going to work. They see us getting close and sound the alarm, and the entire town goes up. Maybe there's some way to sneak in, or maybe just some way to overwhelm them before they can alert the others. I'm not sure.
From what I've been hearing, just from general noise around, looks like they've got eyes on the water and in the sky. So either on foot, by sea, or by air, they're gonna have people on notice one way or another.
Well, here's the thing. They're watching the sea, they're watching the sky, they might be watching the ground, but they're probably going to expect the ground the least, so we can just walk up, probably. And Valkyrie says, no. Thinking hasn't really been my thing, so leaving that mostly up to Lance, the professor, Looker, and the others. Did have one possibility, though.
What are you thinking?
Well, the lake doesn't go down forever. Maybe we could dig?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of that out of character.
Again, at that kid was had like a thinking pause going. To be honest, I was thinking something similar. If we could somehow maybe I don't know, some sort of underwater network. We could be able to try to go in and try to go into the from underwater and then somehow make our way to Flo-Lo past towards saving up to the lake. But to be able to find a way to be able to do that would be difficult.
We need a lot of ground-type Pokemon at bare minimum. And Douglas is here, but... Not to mention, once we actually get there, we'd have no idea of when we're actually in position to start digging up.
So, again, if we had something that would be able to recognize the ground and the stone well enough so we'll be able to actually know what we're digging into would work, but even then, It's a long shot, but at the very least, it's something. It's trying to figure out a way to sneak past the defenses.
Yeah, it's better to have a half-baked plan than no plan at all.
On that, I agree.
When I heard they're also thinking of splitting us up into groups, try to send us in one group at a time to try to take things over from the inside quietly, assuming we find a way in the first place. Alright. Anything else from any of you?
Again,
Do we know this person?
that's Shaka.
That's Shaka, the first gym leader.
Sorry, it's been a while.
And
It absolutely has. I don't blame you.
and correct me if I'm wrong. This she's the one that had the veggie steel, right?
Yeah, that is Nicole,
Nicole is, yeah.
Nicole, the steel expert.
She stole it right from under their nose.
Seeing that you guys have been making your way from front to back, Travis will go past to the back room to the back of the area when he sees Shaka and Nicole and be like, good, you guys are here too. I know it was a long way for you to get here, Shaka, so thanks for showing up.
Naturally, I can't just leave things as they are, not with all this going on. Everyone else that is here seems to just be some other trainers.
You saved us from the very first time we encountered Team Stay, so I wouldn't rather have anybody else here to help us.
Well, I don't think this is going to be quite as easy, but I'm glad to offer my help in any way I can.
How have you been, Nicole? Been up to much since, you know?
Nothing really one way or the other with me, just been keeping an eye on things and keeping an eye out for other things.
Did you bring you-know-what in case?
I hope I don't have to use it, but yes.
Alright, just be careful, because, well, you know they want it.
I thought it was the scientist that wanted it.
It's the scientists that want it.
Right.
Note to self, don't have two separate villainous groups in the future.
I mean, it's fun having it. They've been pretty distinct. And it is a good thing to have us be preoccupied with one while the other was moving behind the scenes.
Well, seems like we don't have many options right now. I think while I was walking through, I heard people talking about maybe digging under to try to get in, but it's a long way. That lake is pretty huge.
It's not impossible, but would definitely be difficult. But, I mean, from what I've heard, if we could actually figure out how to get in, a decent amount of it has been planned out. Send in people in small groups, find Rio, help him out if he's in trouble, find the explosives, and find the leader.
Do we think the other Catesby is there right now?
I wouldn't be surprised. If he wasn't in the base that you guys went and dealt with, then I don't know where else he'd be.
He wasn't. We haven't seen Wintour since she escaped last either.
She might be there too.
I don't know what it's about, but at the same time we went to go chase after Wintour, Cade for sure saw the champion Leopold there flying away, and that's the second time we've encountered him when exploring one of those labs.
What could he be up to?
I have no idea. We've never even seen any of the other two champions that are part of his team.
Well, they're not in the region right now.
Oh, weird.
They
But
come
it's
from
definitely
they come from other regions, and they've headed back home until the actual tournament.
It's definitely suspicious. It can't be coincidence that we've seen him at two labs, and he just happened to be there at the same time as when Team Stay was attacking the base.
Apparently, he was one of the ones that Lance contacted, but he hasn't shown up.
I wouldn't really trust him to be here either. who else are we expecting to show up? We've never met the normal expert Norbert. Heard he's always busy with stuff.
He hasn't responded either. There are a few who have either not responded or have said that they're not able to make it. Too far away, too busy, protecting their own towns.
Right, and all contact into Flo-Lo is cut off right now. I imagine Rio can't even make a single move, or they might do something drastic.
It's likely, and that's why helping him is one of the first steps that we need to do.
Well, hopefully he can hold out. We seem to, similar to when we met Douglas, we seem to give him a bit of his spirit back by fighting him, so hopefully he has a strong enough will to hold on.
I'm sure he does. Hopefully those who run the league don't give in to Team Stay's demands either.
Have we figured out what Team Stay, and for that matter, what the other Catesby has against the league? We know that they've been at odds with the rogue scientist group, but we've still yet to really hear concrete reason for why they hate the league.
I don't know. My best guess is, well, they just want to take over. That's all I can guess. Alright. After you guys... Alright, at this point you guys have all talked to basically everyone at this point. So, you've talked to everyone important.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to meet back up?
Yeah, and that, in the background, while I was talking to them, Kay would have gone up to Aiden, and I told him that we need to talk all three of us, and we're going to go get Travis to discuss. And then pretty much we would have gathered maybe like, I guess because it'll be like a thing like maybe like up here. Then we can take a little corner for ourselves.
Yeah, these are just the ways into like the rooms that people sometimes rent. There doesn't appear to be anyone in them. You can easily just kind of hang out by like the door and have a space to yourself.
Yeah. Once we have everyone, once we're all there, what Kate would then again would like let them know what Hickory and Lance's thoughts on what we should do regarding either staying together, splitting up, and pretty much go as to what their ideas are. So, what do you guys think?
I don't know. Like, in general, I don't like the idea of us being away from each other, especially when we can't contact each other in case of an emergency. But I feel like it would be beneficial for each of us to lead a group when each of us have the most knowledge on Team Stay of anyone here.
Aiden, what about you?
We're definitely strongest when we're together. But if they're right and these are mostly grunts with Wintor and their leader around, then I think we can probably handle them, at least until we get to the big bosses ourselves.
We don't really... Well, we can count on the experts who have come to brought their strongest Pokemon they have, which is going to be helpful. I did speak to Nicole. She did bring the nuclear option in case things get really bad.
Brooke said all the trainers who are here at least have 6 badges, so we all know they're pretty good at what they do.
Yeah, I got to meet who I think is the region's fire expert, Heath.
Kate, because you've lived here for a while, you probably do know of Heath being like the lead singer of the Blast Burners. You probably don't know about him being the fire expert, but you recognize him.
Yeah, I figured. And then Kate would pick up like going, wait, Blast Burner Heath?
Repeat what you just said and then get back to me. But
no,
I figured they wouldn't just...
And that pretty much is Kate would just go, no, it's a band.
Well, back home in Unova, there was the poison type gym leader also ran a band, so it happens.
Again, again, I heard about them, but I don't know. But I can actually assume what's how expert. Then again, I've also heard that there's
Although,
a.
why is the guy on the Litwick poster here?
Oh, is that where he's from? I mean, it might just be that
Wait a minute. His
that
name
acting
is
is a side gig for him.
his name is Reaper.
Again,
Oh man.
yeah, pretty much. Ghost Tech Guest, but I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Well, good thing to have. They said they're waiting on a few more people to show up. They said Leopold is someone they tried to bring in.
I don't know if I trust him unless he made some good reasons for where we've seen him.
Same.
Yeah. I told them about how he's been following us, and especially when we're near the labs. They said unfortunately his other 2 team members aren't in the region right now. They went back home until the official league starts.
That's a bit odd. Again, while we're discussing all that, Kate would go over to Aiden going, "Are you alright?"
I'm a little better. Now that I know
Well-
we've got a lot of people who are here willing to help. I'm still tense, and everything I can think of always has ups and downsides. After what happened in the lab, I debated just breaking Titania out just to see if we could tunnel our way as we go, but as some of you figured out, we wouldn't know where we were when we were underground, and excavating large tunnels isn't exactly subtle.
No, it's not. If we had Ignatz with us, it would be a bit safer since he's an expert in that kind of thing, but he's not around.
And seeing, again, and seeing Aiden so like bunch stressed out, which Kate doesn't, which obviously Kate understands. Kate will put a hand on his shoulder, going, I can't even begin to understand what you're what your head's at right now, considering everything. But you're seeing all, but you're seeing all the support we have right now, and Figure points over to myself and Travis. You got us.
Hey,
We'll make sure everything works out. Okay?
we got this. I've seen this before. The end of the world nearly happened in Unova, but things worked out just fine.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come quite to that.
Plus, I mean, let's face it. Megan Kate has like a bit of a cheeky grin. Getting rid of Team State's kind of a specialty at this point.
We still don't have
maybe.
From what I've gathered from talking with the others, we still don't have a plan to get in yet, but the plan for when we get in is to find Rio and help him get out of where he is so that we can have more backup.
Makes sense. If whatever he said, more than likely was gonna. If they looked at anything that they did back in the back in the other gym, whenever they're holding Rio, they're more likely holding all the other trainers as well. So if we can get that, if we can get them out as well, they'll be able to help out too. But we need to. Our main thing right now is Rio and the explosives. After that, we just gotta worry about Winter and Catesby.
Right.
Yeah, the explosives are the priority.
Yeah. Assuming they've upgraded from just barrels of gunpowder to remote bombs, they might have some sort of switch that we can take from them.
I mean, if it does require technical interference, they can gives his Volton Palm a poke and which makes the Volton just give like a wink.
Bzz, bzz. I can be very helpful.
So, what are you guys thinking? stick together or fan out and lead one of the squads?
Again, at that, Kate goes over, looks over to Aiden. They say, we are dealing with your hometown, so I think you should decide. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Well, the priority is being able to find the bombs and disable them. So honestly, I think having us split up might help, because that way we'll have more eyes in more places.
Alright. We can figure out who's gonna have what team when we get there, when everybody shows up. They didn't say who we're still waiting on. They said some experts in general aren't gonna show up, but there are still a few more on the way.
It's at this point when you hear as the front door opens.
I was about to say, you say we hear a river room.
As the front door opens and...
Oh my god!
No way, dude.
Is he moonwalking? Yeah! Tell me he's moonwalking in.
The door
Yes.
doesn't have enough clearance.
Look, if it let one throw in, it can let another.
Yeah. As Mirabee enters the Pokemon Center, to the visible confusion of everybody else.
Oh, it's that.
PokéD, you got your wish.
Wow, it's that guy who gave us one of the artifacts.
They're going. Those are going in. I just thinking. Kate looks surprised, going, "Wait, Mirror B?"
Whew. I believe you texted asking for my help a little while ago. He says to Cade.
Thinking. I mean, yeah, but how the heck did you find out we were here of all places? Unless you were contacted.
Don't worry about it. I have my ways and more than just the dance floor.
Cade, you might want to check if your phone is bugged.
It's like there's a spinner rack on one side.
Just be there, rack. I didn't think you actually bring him in here. That was a joke.
Oh man, my phone has a bug. It's a spinner rack. Throws it away. And also, there's a wire. Throws away Sizzlepede.
Oh man, my phone has a bug. Roach. No, that's mine.
Also, just to be cute, instead of a freaking spinner rack, it's a Joltic. Just carefully takes them and puts them on head. You're fine now.
Well, we know he can battle, so I guess that's helpful.
After he enters, everyone's kind of like, all right, and they kind of go back to what they're doing. And then a moment later,
this is happening.
And then a moment later, the door opens again.
What?
Wait.
What is this music?
Why does this sound familiar?
This is from Ranger.
As in walks someone who is very familiar to you, Aiden.
Wait, is that your mom?
Out of character, it might be. I never got a picture for her.
She has blue hair and green pants.
As in walks your mother, Tessa.
Hey, Aiden, that lady looks a lot like you.
Yeah, there's a good reason for... Mom? That was a rhino thing. Mom? What are you doing here?
You're currently a building away from her.
Oh, what do you mean?
Scroll
Oh,
up.
I'm over there.
Oh, go downstairs.
Well, I feel like when Mary B
Yeah,
came,
like,
we would have been
goes to
over the
edge of
railing.
Mirabee would have like pointed up at you. So.
Yeah.
He blinks rapidly, thinks back to phone. How? And then just like starts going down the Starts going down the stairs.
Aiden, you're here.
Yeah, and so are you. Hug.
Hug.
Hug, then continue conversation.
When I got your call, you said everything was all right, but I had a feeling there was something going on. And as soon as I got here, I got contacted by Lance. He said to come here as quickly as possible. Rhino, welcome to Tier 100.
Oh.
From a while ago.
From the top rope.
I had to do Mirror B first, because otherwise it would really ruin the mood.
There. Well, things are kind of crazy. Our home has been taken over. I don't know if I'm more worried or less now that you're here now.
Well,
He looks a bit sheepish.
well, they're not going to have it for long. I'm here to help, and we're going to take care of this, okay?
Yeah.
Wait, again.
Are
Well, you said
you?
we.
We as in like,
The
she's the two of
collectively.
them and everybody.
The collective we.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if she came with someone else. I mean,
Me and Mirror B.
Travis looks over her outfit and the device on her wrist and is like, "Wait, are you a ranger?"
That's right. Pokemon Ranger. Resara doesn't have many of them, but once Lance heard there was one here, he called me up.
I thought I mentioned this before.
he did.
Did you?
I remember.
Did you? Did you? It's easy to forget when we have a lot going on.
Yeah.
So as a ranger, don't have much Pokemon, but, well, don't worry, because Nibbles is here, as she is going to, take out her Pokemon. She is going to send out, the single companion she has that you are quite familiar with, Nibbles, the Pachirisu.
Bye.
Now Rhino and Aiden are fighting because Aiden would be very fond of nipples, whereas Rhino is like, you.
Yeah! Oh, I had to do
it to
this!
him, didn't you?
I had to do this! I had to!
You're a monster.
I didn't have a choice!
You're a monster. I love it.
Oh, nice.
Aiden will crouch down and pet
Nibbles.
Pachirisu.
Meanwhile, Rhino inside. Did you hear, little shit?
Hang on! There's literally a meme for this! I have to find it! Hang on, there's... Yeah, hang on! Oh,
I'm
here...
squirming in my chair.
Here we go. This is Aiden on the outside versus on the inside.
Was it voice chat, man?
Rhino on the inside.
No, it's in the roll 20. Aiden on the outside versus Rhino on the inside.
Yes. Aiden. Aw, Rhino. Ah.
Well, hey, good choice. Something small, nimble, can interfere with electrical equipment.
Yeah, she's also good at seeing if any other wild Pokemon in the area wanted to lend a hand.
That's right. And it's at this point that Lance is going to come over. I grabbed Looker instead. Lance is going to come over.
Because I look Lance.
He's a master of disguise. He could be Lance.
It was I, Lance. Wait, no. It was I, Looker, the whole time.
I'm just remembering the unmasking scene from Looney Tunes back in action.
Which, by the way, that's such an underrated movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm just remembering, like, didn't you know? It was me, Zip, your father. Dad? This doesn't make sense. That's right, because it's actually Zip Michael Jordan. Wait, this doesn't make a lick of sense. Zip, it's me again. Anyway.
Who's laughing now? Anyway, give me the blue monkey.
All right. Well,
No way, dude, you're evil. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry.
Well, it's good to have you here, Tessa. Now that you're here, I think we might have an idea of what we could do. All right. Everyone,
yeah.
Everyone gather around. It's time for a meeting.
Right.
As he calls for everybody to kind of gather around the table, which is going to be difficult.
There's not a table big enough. A table big enough wouldn't fit.
As go ahead and position yourself at the table as everybody else is getting around. The officers are kind of staying where they are.
God, I would hate to be at this table with her life.
Yeah. Cade, get in the table. Get at the
Must be
table.
bumping elbows, but at least 3 other people.
There we go. All right. As
And then
everyone,
Arcanine in the corner.
yeah, the police officers are staying where they are. They're mostly here to like keep the Pokemon Center itself safe. Oh, hang on. Griswold.
Griswold.
As,
Imagine everyone with like a tiny little stick so they could actually reach tables. Like, well, here.
Lance has spread out like a kind of an overhead view map of Flo-Lo Town and says, "All right, here's what we're going to do. As I'm going to, well, first off, Cade, Aiden, Travis, did you decide how you're going to handle this?"
Yeah, it won't be easy, but we figure since the 3 of us have faced Team Stay the most and know their tactics, it'd be best if we each split up and take a few people with us.
All right, good thinking. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. And allow me to move you over to the, what you're seeing, more or less.
The planning stage.
Ooh.
I will fully admit this was AI generated at the last minute.
Cool.
Okay. So, we can see here that they have guards at every possible entrance. Water, land, even going in through the sky won't help. So, we're going to find a different way in. What we're going to do, Douglas is going to help us dig underground. And when we get close enough, we're going to teleport.
Aiden raises an eyebrow at that.
There's a colony of Abra that are living near here. Tessa here is going to use her ranger skills to get some of them to help out. We're going to send in 3 groups. Each one will be a group of 3. Once you get in, you will have your own individual goal. One of you will be tracking down the gym and freeing Rio and whoever else may be trapped inside. Another one of you will be locating where the leader of Team Stay may be, Catesby. And the last of you will be trying to figure out where they have planted the explosives. Once you have found this information, you will contact us. We'll be giving out earpieces that will allow you to hold communication. It'll be a little difficult to communicate inside there, but they should still hold out. Cade, Travis, Aiden, which goal do each of you want to go for? And then you will be able to choose your teams. Everyone else will stay back as backup, and some of us will be handling other matters. As, allow me to make you all visible, as it is time to essentially choose your team. As,
Boy.
As, it's going to be very unsorted, because, this is not a grid, but
I think Aiden is leaning towards the locating the bombs, because they said locate, not necessarily defuse. Although he does.
Let's just say, if you are able to defuse them when you find them, go ahead. But don't worry if that's not something you can handle. If there's too many guards, or you're just not able to take care of it, just contact us and we'll form a plan based on what you find.
Cade's the one experienced in hacking. He might be able to set off, or he might be able to defuse the bombs.
Overall, it depends how they made it. If it's jury-rigged manual explosives, or if it's something more high-tech.
Yeah, plus if I am, plus with me having the quote-unquote hacking stuff, I might even end up being more useful to free Rio wherever he's being held. If they have them in someplace, in some of the prison.
Going after Catesby will be the biggest danger, because he's going to have a lot of protection.
Yeah.
Well, you just need to locate him. You don't need to fight him.
We feel certain that wherever he is, he's staying there. We don't think that he's going to be on the move too much. That's what his grunts are for. But once you find where he is, that'll give us much needed information.
We'll know where to aim the Draco meteors.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps my squad can look for the bombs, and Aiden, you want to hunt down Catesby while Cade takes care of saving Rio?
Megan, you
I'm
know
sitting
this.
here thinking my character is not the stealthiest.
Like Aiden, you know this place best, so I'd say you decide what you want to do first.
That's right. You do know the city best.
Alright, well, Looker here will be staying behind, ready to move in with the police officers as soon as they have an opening. Bobby Jr. will be staying back here. His whole reason for being here is for his own protection. And Douglas will be staying back with his ground-type team in order to help the rest of us in case that the original tunnel doesn't work. As for everyone else, take whoever you think you would be able to get the most out of. Remember, teams of 3.
Travis is just going to say a bit sheepishly, can Hickory battle?
Hickory speaks up, well, no. But battling is not necessarily what we're going to be doing in there. I'm sure there'll be some way I can help. And then the Basharda speaks up, also, he has me.
This is when whoever chooses first just picks Lance immediately.
If you guys don't have any particular preference for who goes first, or if everybody wants to go first, we will do a thing to it.
Have we already set on the missions then?
Well, it depends. If you don't,
you decide first, thinking about it, because you're the one that knows the place best first.
You are welcome to change what your plans are, even if it's after already picking people.
I'm just trying to imagine what would be the skills needed to find someone, and I don't know if Aiden is necessarily the best at that, including stealth-wise.
Well,
whereas trying to locate something might be easier for him.
Travis has 8 stealth, 10 investigation, and 6 perception.
Yeah, whereas Aiden is built for perception, then well, he's got persuasion and medicine and handling. I don't know how all that's gonna help. He's got a lot of nature stuff and then some sleight of hand.
Actually, it'll be Tessa that stays behind. Actually, no, she won't. I was gonna say that, but nah. Makes more sense for it to be Douglas. Alright. So, what are you guys thinking?
I'm still thinking Aiden might be better equipped to deal with the bombs.
Okay.
If they're lower tech, he could figure something out. If they're higher tech, in the emergency, he has Rotom.
Alright.
I'm trying not to use Rotom as a skeleton key for everything tech related, but it does cover Aiden's weakness.
Alright, so does Cade want to go on rescue or finding the big bad?
Again.
Here, I
I
will.
wonder what's good for Eden. I wonder what's good for Eden. Oh, what?
No, I'm just gonna get out some tokens to show like which what you guys are doing. So.
I mean, I'm pretty good for either or, depending on you, Tim.
So looking for Catesby. Looking for Rio. You guys keep discussing.
Well, all right. Cade, you have overall one of the most offensively diverse teams. I think you might be good for finding Rio. I have more of a mind for how a team like this works. I think I might have our best shot of finding Catesby.
I trust your judgment, and again. So okay, so I guess in that case, that would leave. Considering Aiden knows the place best, it would be best for him to try to be able to locate the bombs. You go after you try to locate Catesby. I'll lead the team to go pick and rescue to find and locate Rio.
All right, now to think of who we want as backup.
You each essentially get 2 people on your team.
Why don't we just roll D100s and the one who rolls the highest gets to choose first, then we go through that.
Yeah, I was figuring we would do that, so go for it. Everyone D100.
80, pretty high. See if you can beat that. I don't know.
That's
Okay.
success.
Me, then Jero, then Rhino.
All right. Looker, Bobby Jr., and Douglas are not available. All the others are. Assemble your team!
All right. Things might get dicey trying to go after their leader, so I want some power. Nicole, you're with me.
All right. Cade, you next. I think I know who you're picking, but you next.
See,
Well, let's see, you got 2 dragon experts and your best friend, or former best friend.
and
Mirror B.
oh, I thought Mirror B. I'll be honest. I thought Mirror B was who Tim meant when he said best friend at first.
No, I was talking about Kieran.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, who? Anyway,
How dare you?
it's like Damien, right, Aiden? All right.
Again.
Don't be mean to Damien.
The game's doing that for me.
Again. We do know each other really well, so we'll be able to cover each other's backs. But he does have a good coverage.
By the way, I love this song.
Yeah, the music is really good. Again. Okay. The kid looks over to Kieran. Watch my back, I watch yours.
As it's always been.
Again, we both do like the hand clasp thing as he
The
as
thing
he
from
joins me.
Predator.
Yes, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. All right, Aiden.
And now, do we each get to pick 2, or we each get to pick 3?
2.
Okay.
2 each.
I'll say you guys can go up to 3 because this is a bigger group than I initially thought it was. So
we're pretty much now toying it, picking with the team leaders, the 3-man squad.
yeah, so teams of 4. If that would affect your current choices so far, then go ahead. But I imagine it doesn't.
Not really.
All right, Aiden. So yeah, you each get 3 people plus yourself.
Alright, did we ever get fully introduced to Mr. Reaper?
I don't think anyone talked to him.
No, you guys just kind of saw that he was the actor, and then you didn't really do anything else. If you can, like, for a bit of, like, information, Lance does confirm that, Akuji, as he is known, is the ghost type expert.
Ah. Ghosts could be useful for scouting with their ability to go in walls.
None of my ghosts can do that.
That's because you
I'm
didn't
pretty
choose.
sure that.
It's an ability, you just didn't choose it.
Yeah.
It's like Infiltrator or something.
Yeah.
Or
No,
Shadow
that's a dark
Tag.
one that makes you.
Right, no, Shadow Tag, even though it's not what it does in the game, but it's the name, so anyway.
Out of character, I'm trying to think if Tessa would be good for here because I love the lore and the team up and like all that, but I don't know what she would do.
Yeah, she only has one Pokemon and it's a weak one.
She is a Pokemon Ranger, and remember, fighting is not the main thing you're going to be doing in here, and in fact, you will generally want to avoid fighting.
Yeah. Does the capture styler work on people?
No,
I also don't think it works on already captured Pokemon.
it does not. It only
No.
it only works on wild Pokemon. You do
But-
know there's probably like some wild Pokemon here and there in the town that don't know what's going on. So
She would know Flo-Lo even better than you do.
plus you can always like capture something and then take it in.
Yeah. I think I probably have my 3 decided then, but yeah.
One at a time. So
Look, I know. I have my preliminary 3, and we'll see if some of them get taken.
all right.
I think then Aiden will look to the surprise guest of Tessa and
of Mirror B.
calm down, you, and pick her and say, "Let's go save our town."
Well, not what I expected for a parent-son bonding activity, but
Well, now I get to show you just how much I've grown.
I look forward to it. All right, Travis, back to you.
Alright. This is gonna seem like a bit of a strange one, but Travis is gonna go, Gabriel, I want you to stay with us to keep me honest and keep an eye on things.
He does, in fact, look surprised at that, but he gives a nod as he moves in. All right.
Internally, Travis is just like, I want to prove to him that I'm not the same kid back on Unova who screwed everything up.
You come with me so I can go, I told you so. The spite choice.
Lance is still on the board for anyone.
Cade, it's your turn. I just realized Cade can just choose his favorite 3 now if nobody else gets in on it.
Yeah. Kate is 100% going after battle, so you're going to want firepower.
Yeah. Lance is going to say that if you're going for a Rio, you are likely going to have to battle to get into the gym. If you're going for the bombs, you might have to battle, but it's unlikely. And if you're going after the leader, it's 50-50.
Yeah, considering we're never have to find our way into where Rio is. Again. Again. What? Again. Wherever Rio is, considering more than likely besides him, more likely have other trainers and they'll probably be heavily defended. Again. We have a good group, but I feel we are going to need some extra strength for this. Look, so again, I'm thinking of that. Kate does look over to Lance. Again, can we have your assistance?
Naturally. All right, Aiden.
All right. Go ahead and give me Mr. Reaper.
All right. As you choose a Kuji and he walks over, I'll do what I can to help out.
Thank you.
Travis, your final choice.
Alright.
I'm assembling the Revenge Squad.
Hmm. 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 Last I want is uh we just to have a bit of team variety. Shaka, you're the last one.
Good choice. You know,
You were there at the you were there at the beginning, and I want you there at the end.
a lot of people just see me as the first gym leader. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
I get it.
You son of a bitch! I know exactly what you did there. Well played. Now here's the thing.
Do you
Do I wanna go
do you
smart?
go the mean choice?
Do I want to go meme?
Do you want 3 dragon trainers on one team?
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Every single option here has their own way of helping that I have determined. Even if it seems like a stupid choice, they have a way they can help.
I was also going to say, if you pick Valkyrie, then you just have 2 dragon 2 fighting on the same team.
All 4 of them just pulled out a Komodo.
Oh my god, yes!
Go Komo-O! Go Komo-O! Go Komo-O! Go Bob!
The Komodo.
Here's the thing. Do I want to pick something strategic to be? Do I want to go strategic? Do I want to go? Do I want to go power? Or do I want to go meme?
You know in your heart what the answer is.
He's gonna be a hell of a distraction if you bring him.
You know in your heart, Cade. You know in your heart. Search your feelings. You know it to be
you
true.
know it's too true. God damn you.
You have asked for this repeatedly, and now he is here.
You have your chance, Cade.
Oh fuck. I mean, the fact that you brought him all this way, it'd be rude not to. The fact that there's something about the fact of how in the fuck did you know I was here?
Maybe you can ask him if you bring him.
Again.
Solar Blaze in the chat says, I mean, you called him here. and Mono says, go meme, embrace chaos.
Looks over them all. Again, they thinks about it, goes, well, we would, again, internally he's thinking, again, it would make for an interesting distraction if nothing else. Again, externally, you did that, again, so, surprising, I'm so surprised I actually came this way to assist, so it'd be wrong for me to turn you down now. Again, again, think you're ready. Think you're ready to show Team Stay how to really groove.
I'm always ready for a new dance floor. All right, Aiden. Did anyone happen to choose any of your 3 choices? I'm curious.
No, my 3 choices are still mine.
All right, who are you taking for your 3rd one?
Well, Aiden's gonna point to Brooke finally and say, we've been through a lot. I know you have too. I know and I trust you to have my back.
I'll do everything I can.
I do like how we each also chose our rivals. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah, Looker speaks up. All right. The rest of us will stay behind as backup in case we are needed.
Lance, we all rolled natural ones.
God.
Let's.
God, the way you said it made me think, Carl!
That kills people. Well, actually, speaking of that, Lance, to speak up. These are extenuating circumstances. We don't like it, but if it comes down to it, you are authorized to use lethal force.
Whoa!
Aiden kind of jerks back at that, like,
You don't have to, but it's an emergency.
Aiden mutters to his mother, I don't think I'll probably be doing that. Knocking out seems fine.
Travis, you can look to the others and be like, we're not going to do that, right? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Jake said too.
It's fine if you don't want to, but if it comes down to you or them.
I'm like 14. I don't want to kill anybody.
I'm a child! The anime moment.
God, there it is.
All right. Let's get to planning where we're going to appear. As at this point, I will move everybody kind of over to here. These guys up here, they're the backups, and then these are the roles. All right. Now, if we have everybody just show up in the same spot, it's going to attract too much attention. Similarly, we need to find spaces where you can actually appear, where they won't immediately notice you. So, here's what we're going to be using. Cade, team going after Rio. We're going to get you as close as we can to the gym.
Understood.
We're going to get you here. As he basically shows you a house that is near the near the gym. The gym being this building.
Okay.
We're going to do our best to get you in directly behind the house. Doesn't have anybody watching it too directly. You'll need to be quiet, but you should be able to get out and make your way to the gym without too much trouble. Aiden.
Yes.
We don't know where the explosives are, but our best guess is that they're probably somewhere, at the very least, on the outside of the island. Most likely that is where they plan to set them off to start a chain reaction. So we're going to start by sending you in here. This forest, just on the outskirts of the town. You Aiden, you remember this forest, like, this is kind of like the spot in town where wild Pokemon will appear.
Oh, he knows that. He knows that spot, then.
Once you're in, you'll need to search for either the explosives or any device that could deactivate them. We don't know where it'll be, but we suggest you stay on the outskirts of the island. I doubt they would keep something like that right in the middle. Whoever activates it is probably going to want to get an escape.
Roger that.
Alright. Tim, are you back? I don't think so, because he's still muted. So, before, while waiting on Tim to get back, let's, just keep putting your teams with you so I don't forget. I just realized, Jero, your team is like all the red borders. And then, there's Aiden's team.
Purple and green, we're secretly Team Stay.
Haha! Oh shit! And then Tim actually has a variety. Just waiting for him to get back.
Tim is like, I have no theme.
I have no theme and I must scream. I'm a little surprised nobody decided to go Professor Hickory, but at the same time I kind of get why.
Okay, what I missed?
You heard like the where you were teleported into, right? Or where you're going to be teleported into? Okay. Yeah.
I just had a list of people priority-wise, and the ghost type trainer was my mix-up, so...
Fair. I do like how everybody here has, like, a mix-up. Cade has Mirror B, you have, Akuji, and Travis... I guess Nicole would be the mix-up, because Shaka helped before.
And we help Nicole.
Yeah. Alright. Rest of them, I will...
And each of us have a nuclear option. I have Lance, Tim has Veggie, Steel, Aiden has his mother.
I really hope at some point she just randomly comes out with Forest Whale Lord at some point.
No, Cade,
So I found something.
Cade, your nuclear option is Mirror B.
Ah, right, of course, I'm sorry.
How silly
Dance
of
till
you.
the world ends.
All right.
The world will know Ludicolo. Which I still have him, by the way.
Oh yeah, this just reminds me of that D&D TikTok. Me and my bros are gonna fuck you up. I rolled a 1. Fuck. Alright, Tim, are you back? No. Okay.
Oh, that's what to do.
Alright. While waiting, is there any discussion you guys want to have with your team members?
Honestly, I figured my team knows enough about what we're trying to do, and that Aiden is essentially treating this as like a scouting mission.
Again, if you do find them and there is something you can do about them, go for it.
Do so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But like, we have to find them first.
Yeah.
Look, if it's literally just a freaking cartoon series of gunpowder barrels strapped to something by a rope, I'm all for it.
Ah, rope. You know how to
Yes.
work with that.
It will be my natural terrain. Or what's the range thing? My favorite terrain.
Favorite terrain.
Yeah, my favorite terrain, and my was the chosen enemy.
Team
Favorite
stay.
foe.
Yep.
Fair.
All right. So okay, Tim. Now you're back. The others
Yes.
haven't chosen where they're going to be appearing. Travis, your team. You're going to be looking for the leader. Unlike with the explosives, we don't have any clue of where he might be. But our assumption is that he's going to be somewhere solid. Somewhere where he can keep an eye on everything. Our best guess for that would be the town hall. So that's where you're going to start. If he's not there, go around, eavesdrop, do what you can to find out any information of where he might be.
Got it.
The rest of us will stay behind. If we don't hear anything from you within an hour, we will send in the rest of us, see if we can find you and help you. If you get caught, surrender. If you are unable to fight your way out, surrender. If they decide to just activate the explosives because of you, then we won't have anything we can do. At least if you surrender, we can get you out. As it stands, if you have to fight anyone, take them on one by one. Don't let them raise the alarm. All right. Is everybody ready?
Nod solemnly.
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. All right. Let's go. Walking there would take a while. Thankfully, I managed to get a few taxis over here for us.
That's not where they all went.
As you all head out of the center, you pile into various taxis, various Skarmory taxis, that take off, beginning to head at a low altitude, so they are not noticed from far away. They are making their way towards Flo-Lo Town. Let's take you back to the map for a moment. as you get close and head around slightly to the side. Okay. Alright. Douglas, start digging. And Douglas is going to send out his ground Pokemon, including an Excadrill. And they are going to...
Dig, Diglett, dig, Douglas.
In a fun coincidence, he saved us using a Mamoswine and a Flygon, 2 Pokemon we have now in the box.
Aha. They start digging their way down. Some others who happen to have ground-type Pokemon or Pokemon that can dig are also helping, but for the most part it is the ground types doing the work. As they dig the tunnel underneath, with Hickory constantly checking a map before he eventually says, "Here." And it is at that point that Tessa, having acquired some Abra from nearby, is going to have the Abra take hold of Cade and his team members, and you are going to be teleported away.
The other side.
As you all vanish, the digging continues, heading around to about here. It is here that the next set of Abra, as Tessa is basically leaving and coming back with more Abra every time, are going to take hold of Travis and his team. And you are going to be sent in. Lastly, since it's the team she's on, over here, Tessa leaves, comes back with more Abra, and Aiden, the 4 of you, the Abra grab on, and they teleport, and all 3 groups are brought inside to their respective destinations.
Ooh.
Now, let's head back to this map. Alright. Now that you are in, allow me to grab music. Let's see. I think some other Victory Road music. Let's see.
Oh, that's what this is.
Yeah, this is Victory Road. I'm gonna grab some other Victory Road. That's maybe not as not as military sounding.
As weak as X and Y is in the story, the music hits.
Hell yeah. All right.
This is like that classic one.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody, real quick, just roll me a D100. This is just to decide the order we're kind of going to focus on you in.
I'm gonna go last this time.
Still low. Imagine that.
All right. It makes sense. Cade was the first one warped in. So, Cade, as said, you appear in the backyard of a house. You see Team Stay, kind of some grunts patrolling, but they are not looking your way, and they are far enough away that the 4 of you are able to kind of stay crouched behind some bushes. You know the path you need to take in order to get to the gym. You just need to get there.
Again, as we're hitting away, I just make sure that I just make sure that as soon as I get a good feel as to like when they're doing like the patrol movies and stuff. As soon as I see the right opportunity while they're not looking, I quickly I have the group quickly move over towards the gym while doing my best to avoid any sentries noticing us.
All right. Instead of all of you needing to make checks, it is going to essentially come down to you. You don't get help, but you also don't have disadvantage or have to roll multiple times. So, give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
None of us have used our inspiration this session because we haven't had to roll anything.
Yeah?
That's
All right.
You don't need to use it there.
You're able to make progress towards the gym. You wait for them to walk by. The fact that at this point it's like 4 in the morning also helps. You are moving under cover of darkness. And so as they pass by, you kind of hurry on through.
Okay, sorry, like tonight in the morning, I found a funny mental image.
Oh no, I think I know what it is. Go for it.
Again, myself, Kieran, and freaking, and then not gonna start looking. Myself, Kieran, and Lance, like all like crouch one to past them all. Meanwhile, Beer Beast trailing behind, moonwalking.
I thought you were gonna say you're all sneaking past, but you're sneaking through bushes, and Beer Beast's afro sticks out above the bush.
Yeah, great job choosing the guy who's 7 feet tall, 10 with the afro.
He's still able to move pretty stealthily, as you see. He does do a few more combat rolls than are necessary, but even his sneaking seems like a dance.
Hey, Joe, was that light pole there before?
Sneaky dance.
I am sneaking. All right. You get almost all the way there. You spot the gym up ahead. For what you see, as you circle around it, the front door is guarded by 6 grunts. The back door is guarded by 2. The windows all appear to be shut, and there are a couple other grunts that are patrolling down the sides to make sure nobody gets in through a window. If at any point you want to defer to your team members, you can.
I can look over. Well, front doors have the question, but the fact that they only left 2 in the back, that smells like a trap.
2 in the back and 1 in the side.
2 in the pink.
No. And
Hey, once you're done here, it's gonna be 2 in the clink. Or like 102 in the clink. All right.
I'm like trying to, I'm like being quiet to avoid the platoon, make sure the patrols don't notice us. Looks over and they're going. Well, the back does seem like the most obvious one, but there's only 2 in the back concerns me. What do you guys think?
Kieran is gonna speak up.
Kieran noises.
Well, if they only have they don't expect anybody to get into the town, right? So maybe the 2 in the back just means that's just to keep them from getting out. Maybe they're probably not expecting anyone to try to get in.
That's a good point. Like looking over, like going over to the 2 in the back. Like, do do we notice anything about them? Do they have like all Pokemon, like 4 sets of Pokemon? Do they have like, are they like actually like active watch, or are they more like because it's so late they're like haphazardly keeping watch?
Roll perception. All right. You see that they each have 4 Pokemon on their belts. You also see that with it being 4 in the morning, they do not appear to be particularly alert. You don't think they're necessarily asleep, but they're like kind of dozed off. You could potentially sneak past them. You would not be able to just walk past them, and if you make noise, it would wake them up. But you could theoretically sneak past them if you are extra careful and extra lucky. Alternatively, you can incapacitate them.
If I they're already not alert, we could knock them out.
It's your call, Cade.
The thing is, I'm afraid of knocking them out because when they start doing guard checks and they notice them out, they're gonna know something's up. But there was one way to be able to make sure that they're both asleep for sure. We might be able to sneak past them.
Give me just a second as I look through some things.
This is really good music.
Yeah, I love this music so much. All right. And does he have...
Drugs.
What? What is it with you and drugs?
Who are you?
Let's see. Ah, okay. I have to look through a lot of shit here. Check your Pokemon's moves as well. Maybe you have moves that can put them to sleep if that's what you're going for.
I mean, there is. I mean, if he's stealthy about it, I guess Lapis could use hypnosis.
Hypnosis would likely work on one of them, but it might attract the attention of the other.
They can,
Then die.
but they can. Man, sleep powder would be pretty good right about now.
A what?
Sleep powder.
Sleep powder.
Ah.
That or freaking. Maybe like another like sound-based freaking hypnosis attack. I don't know there is one. Oh, well, does sing, but freaking.
Yeah, that is sing. But...
You gotta let the focus that's only the two of them.
Are there any other moves you could use on them? Even just something that takes them out of commission for a moment.
I mean,
And that's when Kieran speaks up. I can do Thunder Wave. I can paralyze one of them.
freaking. That is an idea. He can look over there. You paralyze one up with the sleep another.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea here. All right. As Kieran is going to send out his Palmot.
And I send out Lapis. Okay. I'll get the one on the right, get the one on the left.
All right. Go ahead and make another stealth roll as you try to get in close enough to use these moves.
Stealth.
Also, what's the range of hypnosis?
Infinite.
Hypnosis. The range for hypnosis is
Should be like 30 or 60, right?
30 feet. Yeah.
30 feet. All right, then. Yeah. So.
Yeah, a creature within 30 feet that can see you.
Yeah. This is fine. Even if he's like not actually looking at you, it still works. You're in line of sight is the point. So.
This is fine.
The Palmot sneaks up, and at the same time, Yanmega sends out the hypnosis towards one of them as the Palmot brushes up against the other, setting electricity coursing through him. He definitely notices this, but can't move anymore, as he's like struggling to stay upright. From a distance, he does still look fine, and he can't speak, so unless someone were getting close, they wouldn't actually be able to tell he's paralyzed. Because he's up against the wall.
Maybe Conker also just think he's leaning against the wall. He's just leaning against the wall or something. Or would that make him slide down?
It would probably make him. Well, no. Now that he's paralyzed, his muscles are locked. So yeah. Thump. He is now knocked out.
Yeah. Palmer just like climbs up to his shoulder. Bunk.
Yep. Arm thrust.
Jesus. freaking halfway to the wall.
He's unconscious. He's dead.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
But yeah.
All right.
As soon as no patrols nearby. Okay, let's go.
Way's as open as it's going to get. All right. You head up to the door. It is locked.
Yes.
Let me see.
Well-
is it an electronic lock or is it
It is a
like an
padlock.
actual lock and key?
It's like an actual it's like a chain with a lock on it.
Well,
Locked doors. Surely their evil knows no bounds.
you have a million ways to open a door, just not quietly.
The guy beside you is fast asleep. At this point, you could probably make some noise without him hearing, and the guy beside you is paralyzed. Can't really do anything either way.
Do we notice that they have the key on the other one?
They do not.
Damn it. They can. In that case, I guess we'll have to break this thing open without trying to get any of them freaking up. So
Shame, I'm the one with lockpicks.
yeah,
There's gonna be locked doors everywhere, to be fair.
they can. Did you have Palmer pull the lock open?
I'll try. Palmot is going to try to quietly kind of break the chain. Gonna roll for this. He's able to grabs hold of it, and after a bit of extensive pulling, he's able to break the chain at its weakest link. He's able to slide through the lock, and the door is able to be opened.
Nice. Let's go before the notice.
All right. You open the door and head in. As you do, Lance kind of weaves the broken chain through the thing, so at least at a glance it doesn't look like it's been opened. And you get inside the gym. From here, we're going to move over to Aiden.
Yeah. They can. As soon as we're inside, like Kate was radio in going, they can, I guess considering we come up with this, they can. This is Team Kate. We're inside the gym. We'll keep radio silent so we find Rio.
All right, Travis, Aiden, and Looker all get this, so you are aware of each other's position in that extent. Aiden, while this is going on, you have been warped to the area just outside the town. You are quite familiar with this. Since there are no guards out here, you're not really sneaking at the moment. You're just kind of warped in amongst the trees. And you need to get searching for the explosives.
Alright. Somehow I doubt they put it in the middle of the forest where the wild Pokemon are, but you never know. I guess what Aiden would probably look out for is to see if any of the wild Pokemon in the area look like they're either keeping an eye on or avoiding a place that would seem to have a hub of human activity more than usual.
Good thinking. Go ahead and roll nature, and I'm going to give you advantage because Tesla's going to help with that.
Alrighty. Go nature. 19.
As you look around, the Pokemon don't seem to be avoiding any particular spot or acting weirdly around it. But you do see, at one point as you're looking around the woods, a Geodude. And you do not recall ever seeing a Geodude in this forest.
Huh. Aiden will look at that. Well, that's certainly displaced. I mean, he could have wandered here, but it's not exactly his natural environment. Maybe there's a cave entrance somewhere.
That's when Brooks speaks up. If they are keeping the explosives underground, I imagine a cave would be how they got there.
Right.
You are in charge, so if you want any of your allies to do anything particular, you tell them. They will generally not do things on their own. This is an RTS.
Alright.
Can we give suggestions, or is this purely up to him?
I was about to say, do Geodude typically, would you describe them as hover or like bounce move?
It's gonna be up to Aiden. There is no suggesting in this case. I'm sorry.
That is fair. I know what I do to him out, Chuck.
Geodude, I would say, they generally roll or bounce. When they hover, their hovering is like them being in a fighting stance.
All right, so
And even then, they can't fly. They can get like a foot off the ground.
all right, so Geodude tracks should be fairly easy to tell from normal Pokemon footprints then, because it'll be like big wumps in the ground.
Theoretically, yes, but it is possible that the tracks get covered up by other Pokemon. So you can still look for them. I'm just letting you know it's not going to be foolproof.
That's fair, but it's the lead we got right now, so let's try that.
All right, roll
So
survival.
that would be,
Yep.
I have this. 25.
You really do. Okay.
But this is his natural terrain, is forest Pokemon.
I thought your favorite terrain was rope. If you're in a forest
Just
with
like
rope.
Laura can't have her favorite terrain be cold, my favorite terrain can't be rope.
All right. You see the Geodude. You kind of wait for it to like move away. You don't want to like upset it or anything. And you get a look at like the kind of indent that it's left on the dirt as you start following it backwards, trying to find where it came from. You are starting to head towards the town as you do so.
Alright, Aiden's gonna try and like keep himself low and keep an eye out for any of the obvious Team Stay uniforms, which should hopefully stick out fairly obviously.
I'm not even going to ask you to roll because it's perception. Jero, you paused it.
Traitor!
Let me restart it just because I should probably do that anyway.
Traitoro!
The next Pokemon, Traitoro. Traitoros! Alright, because it's perception, I'm just gonna give it to you because your perception is like 50. You see that around here, there don't appear to be any, like, Team Stay guys that are, like, on patrol at this point. You do see one guy, but he's taking a smoke break.
In Rusgen, I would think they would have the entrance fairly well guarded.
He is about 50 feet away from where you are. It's worth noting you're not at the town yet, you're still kind of outside of it. I assume you're still following the tracks.
Yeah. Is he like on the way, or is he just like within sight?
He's within sight of the tracks. If you keep following them, from what you can see from here, which actually you have 25 survival, you have crazy perception. Honestly, you could like cut a corner and keep following the tracks without getting seen by him if you make a stealth check. And it's gonna be an easy one.
You say that.
He's like he's like 50 feet away from you, and you're wearing green.
All right. I'll try and cut the corner and avoid him as we move.
If you didn't cut the corner, you'd have to make a better stealth check. So.
All right. Here we go.
Or think of something else.
Hey.
That's good enough. You're able to cut the corner and move on. You get behind some bushes just as he looks over, like, goes back to it. He throws the cigarette on the ground, stomps it, grinds his foot on it, and leaves.
Only I can prevent forest fires.
Don't want to start a fire on.
Thank you, Smokey the Bear Tick.
Smokey, I'm just imagining him being like, don't want to start a fire on the island that's got bombs on it. All right. You continue following the path. Even though it's heading kind of towards the town, it makes a turn, and it starts heading towards the edge of the island.
That one makes sense. Maybe it's a cave at the waterline or along the cliff.
I will say, the way you see it here in the picture is accurate in that the island is sort of a plateau above the water.
Makes sense.
Only the middle part is at water level. The rest of it is like, yeah.
Beachside property and cliffside property have very different prices.
Yeah. All right. You don't see anything really in the way. Are you just gonna head over to the edge?
Yeah, I think he's gonna follow it.
All right. You head to the edge and you find the tracks kind of just stop at the edge of the cliff that goes down about 60 feet to a very shallow shoreline. I need to just remember, I don't need to ask you to roll perception. When you look down there, you see, like, it's very shallow. It's just like like a foot or two of land that's above the water. And as you look down, you do see what seems to be a cave entrance down there at water level.
Aiden looks to the others. I think we got something.
How do we get down?
Aiden holds up a rope.
Tessa just chuckles and says, I trained you well.
It all comes full circle.
Oh yeah, hang on. I think you guys didn't actually see, like, from her full image. She's also carrying rope.
Oh, I saw that.
All right. Tie the rope together and you make your way down. At the level there, you do see, like, a couple tracks of the Geodude on, like, the loose dirt. It seems like the Geodude came out of the cave, then climbed up the wall and just walked off. Well, walked, quote-unquote, off.
I'm now imagining him walking on his hands.
Chill. I gotta say, Golem gets fucked. Geodude can hover. Graveler can't hover, has 4 arms. Golem, 2 arms, can't hover.
Yeah, Graveler, like, I have
around at
6
the
limbs,
speed of
eat your
Golem.
heart out. And Golem's just, like, looking at his claws. I have skin.
The best part is I originally, just a quick side tangent, the way you got Golem and Machamp was that you specifically had to trade Graveler and Machoke with each other. So Machoke gave its lizard head to Golem, and Graveler gave its extra arms to Machamp.
that was funny.
Literally how they initially planned it before they decided to just make it any trade. Anyway, you see the cave. It is quite dark, and as it goes in, it also seems to go down. You do not, at this point, you do not see any team stay, guys.
Alright, Aiden's gonna say, this looks like a good start. A Geodude wouldn't come out of this cave at the shoreline unless it was forced out. Let's see if this is what we're looking for.
Alright, are you gonna light anything as you go in?
I think Aiden's gonna bring out his lantern, but he is going to dim it.
You never told us you caught one of those.
Haha!
Aha!
Anyway.
Lantern with an E.
Haha!
Which, by the way, that Pokemon has forever fucked up how I spell the word lantern. I have to double check every time if the U or the E is the proper one.
I am constantly, like, I know how to spell seal as in, like, to seal something shut. I can never remember how you're supposed to spell seal the animal. Because I can never remember, is it the same as the Pokemon or different than the Pokemon? Alright. You head
Pokemon
on in.
Invalidating the educational system.
You head on into the cave, and from here we are going to move over to Travis. As Travis, you are warped in into what seems to be the basement of the town hall.
Oh,
Whoa.
can I say what I was thinking about what Vado could have done?
Sure, since it's already passed, go for it.
Again, I was gonna suggest he could have had his mother use the freaking ranger thing on the Geo who just had to lead him where it was.
That also would have worked. Remember,
Yeah, okay.
remember, Rhino, your mother is a ranger. Anyway.
That's fair. I thought about it, but I was like, I'm not sure if it'll be able to fully understand us. And I have good survival, so.
Generally, I say like when a Pokemon Ranger captures a Pokemon, they're able to convey to it what they want pretty easily. Otherwise, there'd be no point. But all right, Tim.
Didn't expect this to be right inside already. All right, let's keep low and just skulk around a bit, see what we can find.
Mm-hmm. So
first he's gonna go up to the exit to the basement and see if we're locked in, if we can get out.
The exit to the basement is a simple door. It appears to be unlocked.
Is anything specific kept in here, or does it just seem like old documents and stuff?
It seems like it's just old documents, like some filing cabinets, old desks and stuff that they've put away, shelves. It mostly seems like they just use it for storage and stashing things away. There does not appear to be anything special in here.
Alright. Let's go. We want to have as little combat as possible if we can.
Alright. So you're gonna head through the door?
Yep, and I'm going to start moving low to the ground and quietly.
Alright. You open the door, and you get close to the floor, but you don't walk the dinosaur as you make your way out of the basement, followed by your companions. As you enter, you don't see any Team Stay guys at the moment as you enter the main floor of the town hall. Currently, you're standing in, like, a hallway.
Alright.
The hall, you might say.
So, are we at one end of the hall, or right, like, in the middle of the hall?
You're at one end of the hall.
Alright.
Forward, you see what you could assume to be the entrance to the town hall, the way that leads outside, and then it turns.
Alright, we'll make our way to that turn then.
Alright. Are you still being sneaky?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Pretty good. We're all good at stealth.
Yeah, you guys are sneaky boys. Alright.
Might get through the whole session without having to use our inspirations.
Yeah. You make it to the front door, and from there you kind of check the turn. You see what seems to be the sort of receptionist desk, so to speak. There's like a computer on it, some papers, there's a chair behind it, but there is nobody there. You see behind, well, not directly behind the desk, but like to the left of the desk, is a door that you assume would lead into the actual mayor's office. What is your passive perception?
16. I'm gonna assume it's like one of those opaque office doors.
Correct.
Or office windows that you can't see through.
Correct. You do hear some noises.
Does it sound like feet shuffling, people talking, anything like that?
The best way I can think of to describe it, you just hear the sound of people existing.
Well, if it's either gonna be it's either gonna be Team Stay or perhaps some of the town officials. I'll check it out.
All right.
Travis is gonna head to the door, and seeing as listening isn't really getting him much, he's gonna see if, well, there's really only one way into the room, so he's just gonna slowly open the door and try to peer in.
As you turn the doorknob, you suddenly hear inside, shh, and everyone goes quiet.
Oh, I think it's some people hiding. He's gonna open the door, still slowly, but now a bit less afraid of what's on the other side.
You open it up, and inside you see a few men and women in business outfits. Appears to be people who work here in the town hall, and they kind of breathe a sigh of relief when they see you. And one of the men says, "What are you doing here?"
This is a rescue mission. It's being overseen by the international police and a bunch of the region's experts. Do you have any idea where Team Stay might be?
They're all over the place.
I mean, in this building. We're looking for Catesby.
Catesby, leader. They moved out of this building a while ago. Catesby was here, but they moved him somewhere else.
Did you hear anything when they left? Any directions?
Well, I heard him say he was going to go check on something, but I don't know what. Give me a charisma roll, or persuasion.
They're equally as bad.
All right.
Way!
One of the women speaks up. I heard, actually. They said he was going to the front gate, but that was about an hour ago.
Front gate. Oh man.
I don't know
Well-
where he's going after that. I think he was just checking to see if people were still keeping guard.
Well, it's the best shot we got, even if it's a long way off. Alright. What's the shortest possible route we could take? Any back alleys?
They're going to kind of give you some tips on where to go, and if I can get the actual... Where's the... Why can I not draw with a paintbrush? Why is that not an option?
You need to be on freehand, I think.
I
Maybe
am.
on like shape or line.
I am. I see shape, circle.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Here, let me refresh.
Mine works.
Let me refresh. Maybe it's doing a weird thing. So this will just take a second. There we go. Yeah, I see it now. It was not there before. As they're going to kind of give you sort of directions. Now the map isn't perfect because again it's AI because I couldn't afford or have time to get someone to draw it properly. But
What, you're telling me this? You're telling me this isn't a perfectly normal building?
it's the best I could do. This is what will take you to the gate. The quickest. Following that pretty much straight, going between buildings.
Alright. It's not great, and it's probably not going to take us exactly where we want to be, but it's the best lead we got.
Yeah.
Just everyone stay here. We're going to try our best. We've got other squads going around town trying to defuse the bombs and save Rio.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. We'll come back as soon as we can.
Alright. Are you gonna head out now?
Yep, we're gonna head back to the front door and make sure nobody is guarding the entrance to the town hall as we exit.
Alright. The front door is locked, but you're inside, so you can easily unlock it. If you peer outside, go ahead and give me perception roll.
Wow.
You see about 10 feet away from the door, there is a Team State Patrol currently walking by. He has not seen the door open yet.
Shaka, there's a guy ahead. Can one of your Pokemon freeze him for us?
Sure thing. As he is going to carefully send out, his... yeah, he is going to carefully send out an electrode that is going to kind of roll up to the door, and as the guy's walking by, currently having his back to the door, he's kind of like stopping, and it seems like he's about to turn around. The electrode rolls up behind him and starts glowing white. No, it rolls up behind him, and I'm gonna roll the electrode stealth. Fortunately, it's a ball, and balls rolling don't typically make much noise.
Rolling stone gathers no noise.
As it gets behind him, and then, and the guy, and the guy like kind of collapses to one knee as he is paralyzed and his muscles lock up.
All right. What's the best way? I don't have an infinite supply of rope like Rhino.
I buy
So-
all my rope legitimately.
What are we? This is when Nicole speaks up. What if we drag him into the building?
That'll work. Let's drag him in, see if he has any walkie-talkies or anything on him, and break those.
All right.
That's just shit.
As you head out, there are other team stake runts around, but none of them are close enough to see you. So you are able to grab hold of the guy. Give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
Mr. 14-year-old.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You try to drag him, and it's not really working out.
Oh, come.
The others kind of get in to help out, though a bit of time has been wasted. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Better.
Between you and the rest of them, they're able to kind of carry the guy into the building. Roll stealth. See if you're able to get in right before. Yep, you're able to get in. You're able to get in before anybody notices. As somebody else kind of looks over in the direction, they're like, "Oh, Steve left. Okay." You have the guy inside the town hall now, as he's like still unable to move. So he looks at you, he's like, "What? Let go."
Not happening. Alright, so what do we have around?
Roll, if you're searching him, go ahead and... Well, I guess you don't need to roll anything for searching for just one guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if he has earpieces or a walkie-talkie or anything that he can use to communicate.
He has a walkie-talkie, he has 3 Pokeballs, he has, a phone, which is currently, turned off and requires a password. That is all he has at the, from what you can find.
Alright. Travis is going to confiscate his stuff, and he's gonna say, let's shove him into a room, and then he's gonna bring Kong out, and he's gonna say, Kong, find something heavy to put in front of the door.
Kong noises.
Kong nods as he heads down to the basement, comes back up, one-arming a file cabinet that he puts down in front of the door. He's quiet enough to not slam it down, but as he puts it down, you can tell that is a very heavy filing cabinet.
Actually, yeah, we'll just lock this guy in the basement with a filing cabinet in front of the door so he can't get out.
Yeah, so that is where he is. And
Travis will keep the walkie-talkie on him in case they try to radio him so that he can listen in on a conversation.
All right. With that done, are you gonna head out?
Yeah, I saw a few more guys between us and the nearest alleyway, so we're gonna have to try to be quiet but quick.
Right. All right. Lead the way, Travis.
Got it. Right. They said this way. Yeah, let's go.
Yep. All right. As you start heading east towards the gate, we are going to move back over to Cade.
Oh, and right as Travis is exiting, he'll go into his earpiece. Catesby last spotted at front gate. Heading over there to check it out.
All right. All of this has pretty much happened simultaneously, so you guys are pretty much all radioing each other like within a minute of each other. So you all now have updates on how the others are doing. Cade, you have gotten inside the Flo-Lo gym. You are currently in a back room that appears to be sort of a kind of like a mix lounge, healing, resting area for the gym leader. There's a cot, a PC which is currently turned off and disabled. There is a healing machine, and there is just sort of some chairs around and a TV that again is off. And on the other side of the room, you see another door. Roll intelligence for memory.
Okay. Man, what the fuck?
You want to use your inspiration on that one since we're near the end of the session?
Yeah, I say yeah. I'm looking at. There we go.
Hey, all right. You look at the door and you realize this is definitely the door that leads out into the actual battle arena.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so I know that door leads over to the actual gym arena. But I thought that would be a whole bit. I thought that would be keeping him. Unless does the door have like a little window we can probably look through or anything or no?
It does not.
Is there any other door out here besides the one that leads outside? Is that the only door?
That is there is a door on the side, but it just leads to a small bathroom. Other than that, there are no other doors.
Again. Well, considering that door leads to the actual gym arena, I think something tells me we might have a fight on our hands soon, so be ready. As we go in, we're going to like quietly like get over to the door to see if to see if it test it to see if it's quiet to see if it's able to be open, try to peek in.
All right. It does seem like it can open. It's not locked. So are you going to try to quietly open it?
Like just like peek in a bit first.
All right. Give me either stealth or sleight of hand.
Oh, come on!
Oh, not good.
You guys can share inspirations at this point if you want to.
Take mine.
Are you sure? That's better.
All right.
Well, the inspirations are helping today.
Yeah? All right. You're able to open the door slightly and you peek in. And you see... roll perception.
Jesus Christ.
Keep rolling. Now make a saving throw. No. You look in and you see at least 10 different Team Stay grunts standing around. Also around...
Yeah, sure, would use explosion.
Also around are numerous trainers who appear to be tied up and being held there. You also see among them is Rio.
Well, like I said before, it's a good thing you brought a lot of firepower.
Yeah, going like... Freaking... And that looked pretty much like I would like quietly just to over to the rest of me to like be ready to be because we're gonna have to like battle to free them all up. Freaking at which point freaking okay we'll quietly use the cops going. I spotted on Rio. Him and a bunch of other trainers are being held in the gym.
If we want to free them, we'll have to fight. But if we're fighting, we're going to have to make sure that those grunts can't radio in for help or sound the alarm. Is there any way we can disable their communications?
Again, look so looking around again, looking around the room we are right now. Is there like a fuse box or anything like that?
No, but go ahead and give me investigation. There's no fuse box in here, but...
Maybe something else that could possibly work. Let's see. Investigation would be intelligence, right?
Yep. Yeah, be smart.
Not the worst.
You look around, there doesn't seem to be anything in this back room that can help you. You glance around kind of outside in the gym area for a second. You do not see a fuse box or anything else like that. The only thing you really see is like you see the door across the way, you see the stands for people who are spectating. You see the kind of switch that activates the gym's rain gimmick, and you see a kind of a Pokeball storage area for where the gym leader keeps his teams.
Okay. Again. So we're assuming that all that all of the one that he has like some sort of is there any way we could probably have like I don't know, be able to shut out the gym's power enough that it actually shorts out the radio communications?
Well, like, It's not the gym's radio communications they're using, it's their own. And you see, like, one of them kind of at that moment is, like, speaking into a walkie-talkie.
I'm trying to keep an eye out to try, considering the position I'm in, am I able to tell, like, which team members have radios, or do they all have radios?
Roll perception.
If I have the others, like, Lance and the others help me as well, can I roll with advantage?
I'll say you can roll with advantage. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good. You needed it. You see 3 of them have radios. The others do not. And the 3 that have radios are the ones that are sort of kind of in the middle of the room.
Okay, so I think we might have to go into battle, but Kieran, do you think Palmer will be able to go to this don't guys specifically to be able to at the very least thunder wave the 3 of them to be able to so that they can call for help?
I mean, theoretically, yeah, but I don't think it'd be able to sneak all the way over there without alerting them. There's a lot of people around.
What we need is a distraction. Which I feel like saying that all 3 of us looked at me and
As Mayor B seems to be kind of thinking about this as he's looking through. You've never seen him this serious, though. That again, you haven't seen him very often. A distraction like that, as fun as it would be, I'm not sure how long you would have before they would end up radioing it in.
True.
Though, I think there is something I can do.
I have a funny idea, but I'm not allowed to help.
I'm just imagining the Ludicolo equivalent of Otto's irresistible dance.
What do you have in mind?
Those walkie-talkies don't look particularly new. Maybe they could be shorted out.
Make a good point. So by shorting out, I think he means with the water?
Yeah.
We can activate the sprinkler system. That should be able to drench them all and cause enough commotion for us to be able to go in. Again, to the problem. Just gotta be careful to have him not use any electric stuff nearby, because we're gonna get you already the hospital search.
But how do we get to the sprinklers? From here, you're like in you're like at a door that's like kind of in the middle of the wall, and the sprinklers are far to your right, at like the corner. You would have to get from there to the corner in order to pull the sprinkler. It is about. Actually, give me a moment. I can actually check how far it would be.
Now this is giving me another idea that I can't share.
Was the sprinkler an idea you had?
My first idea was have Ludicolo do rain dance and they'll think it's the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
My second idea would, well, you're still thinking about it, so I'll share it later.
It is about 40 feet from where you are to where the switch for the sprinkler is.
Do you think we can be able to fire anything to be able to cause it to activate?
It's a switch. If we had a way to pull it from back here, does anybody have a psychic type?
We can.
Or like a psychic move.
I'm looking over.
I thought you were about to say a psychic moose.
Writing this down. Psychic moose Pokemon.
I don't think any of Jara's Pokemon would have a psychic move.
Psychic Moose. All right, anyway. You did this, Rhino. Anyway.
Yay.
Alternatively, if we have something that can fly over there or run over there fast.
They can. Okay. I mean, we could. I mean, small and fast. I could have Lapis do it.
How fast is Lapis?
They can. If it's flying, it can zip by 50 feet, so we'll be able to go back there pretty quickly.
All right, go for it. And if need be, if we do have to fight, which we likely will, just be ready.
They can,
Go for it.
Yeah. Pretty much. I have Lapis out, then I have another Pokeball at the ready for when we do end up start fighting. Going, okay, Lapis, I need you to get over there and flip that switch for me, okay? Yan.
All right. Now, is Yanmega gonna just try to go over there as fast as possible, or try to sneak?
They can.
Or is it going to stack?
Is it going to just eat everyone?
Okay, since it doesn't seem to be a detection-based sprinkler system, my idea was bring Apollo out and fan the flame to make smoke go up towards the sprinklers to activate them.
Yeah, no, this sprinkler system is, specifically the one used for the gym's rain gimmick.
Yeah. They can.
Speed or stealth?
I feel that I feel if he does go fast enough, they wouldn't have time to react. Plus,
They can spell it out for you.
Plus, once the rain starts, they're gonna be we're really gonna have to go into a fight anyway. So, I think he's just going quick.
All right, give me this is likely going to work, but roll a d20 and add Yanmega's speed stat to it.
Okay.
So that is 10, I believe.
Okay, hold up. Yeah, this time.
Pretty good.
All right. Yanmega waits until, for a moment, nobody is looking at the door, and then it zooms out and flies over to the sprinkler. The noise it makes, bzzz, everyone starts looking over. It grabs onto the sprinkler's handle. Make an attack roll. Just it needs to be a physical attack.
You fucking, he's all special!
Yeah, he sure is. D20 plus his attack stat. Is he strong enough to pull the switch?
Oh my god, you ass.
You're old good on the speed, so...
So 1d20 plus 7?
Is that his attack stat? 7?
Yes.
Alright, D20 plus 7. Alright!
Oh.
He grabs on, flaps his wings at top speed, and pulls the switch down as more than just any sprinkler system designed to put out fires, water gushes down from the ceiling as the people in the middle start bringing up their walkie-talkies. They get splashed by the water, and the walkie-talkies as all three of them are disabled. They can't call for help, but they are getting ready to fight.
Again, and that kid calls out, "Let's move!"
All right.
Again, to which as soon as it's time to fight and everything, they can cue him calling out again, Lapis, Dune, to me! As he would summon out flying on as well to assist.
All right. That is where we're going to switch over to Aiden. As Aiden you have found the cave and you are heading in. You have your dimmed lantern as you are heading along. Are you just walking normally, or are you trying to be stealthy?
He's trying to be quiet.
All right, roll stealth.
Oh boy.
You will not have disadvantage for light or advantage for pure darkness.
Hey!
Pretty good.
All right. You're able to stay quiet as you head through the cave. It goes down a bit, and it seems like it's just a natural cave.
Yes, this cave is made of cave.
It goes along, and then at one point, the cave itself it seems to continue onward, but there is a very sharp turn to the right, and this seems like a much more deliberately dug tunnel. It is about big enough for you guys to get into.
Alright, you said the natural cave goes one way and the deliberate goes one other?
Yes.
Aiden's gonna nod and go down the deliberate cave as he makes sure his lantern is not too bright.
All right. You continue walking down the pathway. You see, like, many clues that this has been dug out deliberately. It seems most likely that this was done by something like an onyx or steelix, something that could just tunnel through and just do it. But, like, the direction it's going is very deliberate, as it goes straight, and then turns again, and after a little while, you find a large, wide open area. It is not especially large. It is like about the size of a gym, so like about 50 feet. It's like a 50-foot circumference. It is mostly land. In the middle is about like a 10-foot kind of pool of water. And that's all you see from here with your lamp as it is.
Okay, so it's like a lake cavern, but with nothing especially notable in it.
Not that you can see. And the lake itself is very small compared to the rest of the cavern. It's a 10-foot circumference, whereas the cavern itself is 50.
Aiden looks towards the ceiling.
What are you looking for? Anything in particular?
I don't know, just seeing if they have it strapped to the ceiling.
Roll perception.
Because he's like, okay, I didn't see anything. This is a strange open cavern. 20.
You don't see anything on the ceiling. As you're looking around, you do, however, see something flicker in the water.
Yeah, I thought that would have been too small. Aiden will look around one more time, just make sure there's no stay guys here, and then approach.
Alright. You get to the water, and you take a look in. You see that this pool here does definitely seem to be... It does seem natural, but it seems like it goes down a decent distance. And as you look in, you see right there, about 2 feet down from the top of the water, is some sort of mechanical device strapped to the side. And there is a red light on it that is blinking every few seconds.
All right, how high tech does it look?
Looks... What is Aiden's definition of high tech? Roll intelligence.
Okay.
Let's see if you think. Let's see if what you think high tech is.
I'm having a brain blast. I'm focused. I'm on the
A lot of
mission.
nat 20s.
It seems high tech. It seems it's not higher tech than like a freaking computer or stuff like that. But this is definitely a mechanical bomb, and it is powerful and it is waterproof. And as you look down, you see that the tunnel keeps going in curves, and you see more lights.
Okay, so this one has symbols. This one is Simon Says.
Cut the white wire!
That one has wire. That one has freaking
It has a blue button that says detonate. All right, you want to push it?
But only when the timer says 3.
Yeah.
You bitch.
Although these things must be quite strong if they're still feeling confident putting them in water.
This waterproof. Huh. He's like muttering to the others. I'm guessing this is a series, at least one series of them they want to go off. So they got to be powerful enough to get through a waterproof casing. We don't even know how many of them. I think we're gonna have to. Let's see.
Maybe we could send a Pokemon down to investigate.
Yeah. That'd probably be best. That's probably how they made the tunnel in the first place. Though why they filled it with water afterwards is a little odd.
It seems like the water's natural. This is just basically it looks like this is just a hole in the cave that leads to the lake that this is on, with like a little bit of a cavern system down there, and you see another deliberate kind of tunnel, sort of like the one you took to get here.
All right.
If any of that makes sense.
Aiden is going to pull out Dewdrop's Pokeball.
All right.
She's a bit bigger than when you last saw her. And he's going to let her out.
All right. As the Primarina comes out, landing kind of in the pool, Nibbles kind of runs over and is like, "Hi!"
I imagine Dewdrop is like almost assessing him like, "Huh, you stayed the same size."
Yep. I'm a Patsy Risu. I kill Badoo for fun. All right. You have Dewdrop there.
Alright, been a while since we've been on a bit of ranger training, girl. Let's see if you still got it, huh? Can you figure out where this goes and what all these bombs are about? See how many there are and what we can do.
Dewdrop gives a nod and dives down into the water, swimming down and out of sight, easily avoiding brushing against the bombs themselves as she swims down the tunnel.
Aiden just kind of breathes to himself and mutters, "She's got this." But he's clear he does not like her being out of his sight.
Yeah, which is entirely fair. All right. As Dewdrop heads off for a bit, we're going to switch over to Travis.
Okay.
First, go ahead and just give me a stealth roll.
Pretty good.
All right. You are making your way through the town, easily able to avoid any of the Team Stay grunts that are patrolling around this area. It seems like around here there aren't too many patrols, because any of the Team Stay guys that are here are generally up at the gate. As you find when you arrive at the gate. Still hiding behind some bushes, you peer out, and you see... Roll perception.
Okay.
You see yourself rolling perception.
Shit.
You see shit. unless Rhino gives you the inspiration.
Let me see, what did you roll?
8.
Natural 2.
Go ahead, I've been doing pretty good.
Alright.
And we're probably going to end soon anyway.
Whoa, that's what A!
Yep.
Damn!
You look out, and at first you don't see anything, and then you rub your eyes, and your vision focuses. You see, and you're able to count, 23 grunts standing at the gate. They're either inside, they're outside on the bridge, they're standing around, they're actively on guard. And you see among them Catesby, who is currently talking with one of them. Because you got a nat 20, I'm going to forego you needing to roll perception to hear what is happening. As from this distance, you are able to hear a little bit of the conversation he's having. As what you hear is him saying, "Let me know as soon as she gets back. She's been gone for way too long." "Yes, sir." And
Okay.
he's going to turn and start to leave. He's heading not right in your direction, but he's going to be walking past you if he keeps going the way he's going.
All right. I think he was talking about Wintour, so she's not here right now. Let's tail him.
Good idea.
Travis will whisper to the others, or in the earpiece. Over 20 guards watching the front gate. Wintour doesn't seem to be in the town. Catesby on the move. Gonna follow him.
I suppose I should actually whisper something.
I've been assuming that you have been. All right, Travis, you and your group are going to tail Catesby. Roll stealth again. This is going to be tougher because you're actively following someone.
Oh god, and we don't have any rerolls anymore.
Well, there is one thing.
There is, but I already said he's not allowed to give it to other people.
Also, I wouldn't have done it.
Well,
I am saving that for the clutch of all clutches.
let's see how this goes, I guess. That was a bad time for that to happen.
Thankfully, this isn't just one failure as an instant fail. You get more chances. Just a failure means trouble. As you start following him, Nicole steps on a branch, goes, and Catesby stops and turns around. You guys duck down behind the bush in time, but he's looking around, like wondering where that came from, because there are currently, as of now, there are no guards around. So he's looking around. Who's there? Sound off. Do you say or do anything?
3, 4.
Shit. I guess no. I don't really have any good Pokemon for this situation. I'm just gonna hope he thought it was the wind.
Would this be a deception roll?
I don't know. I would have thought it was a deception roll if he did the Paper Mario. Meow.
Yeah.
That was in Wind Waker.
Well, it was also in
Paper Mario did it too.
Yeah, and then it hit.
Oh, it was just a burping beetle.
I didn't want to force a charisma check when I'm bad at those.
Fair. You are gonna need to roll stealth again, though, as he's looking around.
Better, but not great.
He's going to kind of walk around. He walks in the direction of where the sound came from. Like, who's there?
You said there's nobody else around right now.
Not that you can see currently. Like, there are some, like, you can see, but they're not close enough for him to have believed they made the noise. You see patrols in the distance and such.
Okay, let's see. Do I have any? Man, I really don't have any instant CC moves other than Toxic, do I?
At this point, he is about 20 feet away from the bush you're hiding in.
He'll tell everyone. Well, how big is this bush that we're in? Is it connected to a building or anything?
It's on the side of a building, yeah. You're between the wall and the bush.
Alright. Does it seem like there's space? There's space where we could possibly move to a different spot?
Not without going through an open gap first.
Hmm. Let's see, could you do anything here? Hmm. I don't know about that. Hmm. Uh... Man, not great. Do I have any good items for this?
If you want to call on teammates for help, you can.
You guys got anything that could possibly distract him? I got nothing that would seem natural here.
Gabriel is... Not especially. I have one thing. It'll reveal us to him, but it might give us a chance to run.
Okay, I'm gonna see if my thing can maybe help.
Alright.
Okay, Travis is gonna quietly summon Malison and is gonna have her use Mud Slap to blind him.
Alright, what's the range on Mud Slap?
Let me see real quick. It should be pretty decent. Mud Slap has a range of 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that to hit. And you have advantage because you're hidden. I don't think you're gonna need it, but...
That definitely hits a person.
Well, roll the advantage anyway, just to see.
Okay.
I just want to see.
No.
Okay. All right. As he gets closer to the bush, Malison is gonna suddenly he scoops up a bunch of dirt and mud that slaps him right in the face as he stumbles back, surprised, currently unable to see.
Move.
All right. Where are you moving to?
Does it seem like there's another bush or another spot that looks good for a hiding spot in the nearby area?
Roll perception.
Okay, that's good.
You take a quick glance around. You see across the path there's another building, and you see that its door is slightly ajar.
Oh. Let's go in there.
All right. You hurry past him just as he's wiped the mud off his face, and he looks around. It's basically like one of those anime moments where you are perfectly behind him as he looks around. And you get into the house, and he starts looking through the bushes. Who's there? It takes a while. He's there for like a good 10 minutes. Looking around in the bushes, he's looking around the buildings nearby. He does not look inside the house that you are currently in, as he does not realize that the door was open. And eventually he gives up. He gives up and just finishes wiping his face and shakes his head as he starts walking off again.
I feel like my chest is about to burst, but we bought the others some time with that.
And we know where he is, though I don't know where he's going.
Right.
If I had to guess, if he left the town hall to go to the gate, simply to make a report, perhaps he's heading back to the town hall.
Let's head back, I guess.
Alright. You start heading back to the town hall. Go ahead and roll stealth again.
Okay. I did close that. Okay, let me get this up. Really good.
Alright. You are easily able to avoid getting seen by him as you follow. And sure enough, he goes back to the town hall. When you left the town hall, did you lock the door?
Yes, assuming it was locked when we first got there.
Alright. He takes out a key and unlocks the door for opening it and heading inside. Heading into the town hall.
Alright, everyone watch my back. I have some lockpicks. Don't ask.
Gabriel gives you a look. Alright. He heads in, closes and locks the door behind him, so you're heading up to the door to try to pick the lock?
Yeah.
Alright. Thieves' tools. Give me a Thieves' tools check. Dexterity.
Natural 20!
Jesus! That's a lot of nat 20s this time around, I gotta say.
Sure
Gotta
is.
make up for last session.
Been like
Yeah.
5 or 6 in the last hour.
Alright. You pick the lock, and the door creaks open slightly.
Where did he go now?
You look in, and you see him, it seems like he's, just checking a few of the rooms. And he gets to the basement door that has a filing cabinet in front of it. As he pauses and looks at it, it's like, this wasn't... He starts trying to move it.
Okay, now's our chance. Let's jump him.
Alright. As you all get in there, he turns and sees the group of you, grabbing a Pokeball from his belt. Who are you?
That's like his favorite line.
He's only said it once!
Sorry. Who's there was his favorite line.
Yeah.
You might have heard of me before. I've been the thorn in your team's side since I got to this region, and we're taking you down.
You must be Dave.
So you're Aiden.
Travis. But just so you know,
That was my
Fox, Wright,
second guess.
Foxrite and Percy aren't going to come to help you either. We took care of that. You're all that's left.
They were useless anyway. I can more than handle things on my own, as you'll soon see.
Come on, everyone.
As everybody gathers round, ready to fight, allow me to get this going. As he sends out his first Pokemon.
It's going to be a legendary.
I've been preparing for a moment like this for a long time. Go! Darkrai!
Oh shit!
Does he have a Latios as well?
It's a mythical.
Does he have a Latios as well?
You'll see what else he has next time. As we have reached, I think, the best climactic point to stop this. Cade is about to start the fight to rescue Rio. Aiden is investigating the bombs and about to figure out what to do with them, and Travis is taking on Catesby himself. Let's see what happens next time.
Remember when we said we try and meet up so we wouldn't face the guy alone?
We caught him when he was alone.
Yeah?
True, hopefully you have the numbers advantage with 4 freaking people.
I would hope, and Nicole has a Reggie if she needs it.
Let's maybe try not to let the mythical Pokemon fight. They may cause issues.
Regiseal's legendary Rhino, Jesus.
Damn it.
It's so dumb they came up with a category for Pokemon you could only get through events.
Yeah, I do agree it is stupid, but... Mono, ah crap, he's legal and competitive! Alright. We're not getting the usual outro music, we're ending on this, as this is where we end off, and next time, it is the fight for Flo-Lo Town. As everybody, in their own way, is trying to save this town. We'll see what happens next time.
Cade versus Big Group. Travis versus the boss. Aiden versus technology.
And here's the thing, if anything goes wrong, the town is getting destroyed. Because no matter what, at this point, people know you're here. So, we will see you next week.
Just like on one of his regular times to do a move, he's just like, Darkrai. Hold on a second. Pulls out phone.
Darkrai, teleport me away! Alright. And that's where we're ending off. We will continue next time. Farewell, those watching the stream. Next time, session 56 is when shit gets real.
Yes. And tomorrow we have For the King, and then Max faces his final boss of Dark Souls on Friday.
Yeah, not the final boss of it, though. I've still got time. But, alright.
Very long time, especially if you decide to do the DLC.
Oh, boy.
He will.
Just he will.
Thanks for deciding that, Rhino.
Max.
You're
You're a 100%er, I know you.
Damn it, he's right! Alright. Farewell, those watching the stream. We will see you next time.